is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice, Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bow's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden home! A diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening and welcome to Dunning, site of MNAC girls basketball action on KBBN 95.3 FM and Sandhills Express Video. My name is Jeremy Shipe. I'll be joined later in the pregame by my broadcast partner Larry Kottner. First game of two, we'll pit the 7-7 Twin Loup Wolves against the 5-10 Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Let's thank our sponsors as we get our broadcast started. Thank you to Thrivent Financial, Four County Heating and Air, Backbone of Healthcare, Clang Financial, Gaffney Farms, the Twin Loop Boosters, Triple M T-Shirts, Trotter Incorporated, Kristen Electric, Consolidated, AM Boosters, Central Nebraska Diesel, Cursive O Cattle, Fubar and Grill, Tri-S Ag, Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Aeroseed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. We are also presenting a video broadcast this evening. We will thank those sponsors when we return to Dunning here on KBBN Radio.
A distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Taylor Storage, Team Physical Therapy, Terry and Chandra Horkey TCH Seeds, the Ritz Cafe, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Trotter's Woe and Go, Upstream Ranch, Valley County Health System, and What a Big Ranch, Casey, Kathy, Cash, Emily, Talon, and Zyzen Tobias. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
When it comes to graphic tees, Triple M T-shirts does all kinds. They have a special place in their hearts for spirit wear because there's nothing quite like cheering on your favorite student athletes right here at home. You name it, they've made it. Custom designs are doable from sizes newborn to 5XL. Make your T-shirt design a reality with Melissa Myers and Triple M T-shirts. Search for the group on Facebook or call 870-0149. Mention this ad and receive 10% off your order through February. Melissa Myers with Triple M T-shirts.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects and underground farm remodels and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Trotter Incorporated is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Welcome back to Dunning as we get set up for this opening broadcast and game between Twin Loup and Anselmo-Merna on the left-hand side of the MNAC girls bracket. Let's thank the video sponsors that those of you watching the video stream on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook page will see scrolling at the top right-hand part of your screen throughout the evening. They include, for this game, Trotter Incorporated and Kristen Electric. Thank you as well to the sponsors you'll see on both games this evening: Palmer Monument, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, Meade Lumber Broken Bow, Culligan, Broken Bow Livestock, Lines Appliance, Callaway District Hospital, Agribest Feeds, Sandhills Custom Creations, Custer Public Power District, Cattleman's Cut, BD Broken Bow, and Gibbons Seed. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, I'll welcome Larry in and we'll get you set up for this opening broadcast. Twin Loup 7-7 on the season, taking on Anselmo-Merna 5-10 on the season, coming in for this number 4 versus number 5 seed matchup in the MNAC Girls Basketball Tournament 2024.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainkey products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainkey. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainkey, more right than rain.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursivo Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, Their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Merna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Merna.
Stomach rumbling? If you're in the Anselmo area, you're in luck. If not, turn toward Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo. There's always something cooking, and specials change almost every day. Be sure to keep up with them on Facebook to see what specials are ahead and what's hitting the grill. Reserve ahead by messaging them on Facebook or call 749-2552. Enjoy the broadcast. Brought to you in part by Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo.
Tri-S Ag loves supporting the Central Nebraska community. Whether it's a local event or a sporting event for the kids, they support the local youth from the area because they are our future. Life gets crazy and you can't make it to every event. That's why they're proud to help sponsor this broadcast for those who want to cheer on the bright student athletes of Central Nebraska. Whether from home, in the shop, in the tractor, or on the road, enjoy the broadcast. Brought to you by Tri-S Ag.
We welcome you back to Dunning as we're in the pregame of Game 1 of 2. This one between Anselmo-Merna and Twin Loup, the 4 and 5 matchup. I welcome in Larry Cotner to the broadcast. Larry, 4 and 5 seed matchups, no matter what size tournament or what level of sport you're playing, when two seeds are pretty close, usually means they're pretty evenly matched up to that point. And 4-5 matchups in the MNAC tournament are usually pretty darn interesting on paper going in.
Yeah, these two teams, schools entertained us in the boys 4-5 matchup last night up at Thedford. And actually, that was the 3-6 matchup. But we had a heck of a game between Twin Loup and Anselmo-Merna. And I think we'll have a good one here. It's been a strange year for Anselmo-Merna. They started out 4-2 on the season. But then since then, they've had one win and 8 losses. But when you examine it a little bit during that 9-game stretch, 5 of those 8 losses were very competitive. And the 3 losses that were double digits were against teams like Cambridge, Sandhills, Thedford, and Sumner-Eddyville Miller, teams that are or have been at one time this year state rated in the top 10. So, that's pretty good competition. For Twin Loup, they kind of started off slow, 0-4, but then they reeled off 7 wins out of 8 games. But they just really haven't played much this month because of the weather. Other than Mullen a week ago, they have not played a game since the first part of January. And so it'd be interesting to see how they're doing when you look at their schedule. The 7 wins come against teams that are a combined 19-67, and their one big top 10 match was against Sandhills Thedford, which they lost. We had that one here on the air. So, even though they're the 4 and 5 seeds, and there's no question Twin Loup has the better record, I think this is a very even matchup, and we could see it go either way.
And when you start diving into kind of the players on each of the teams, it even looks even a little bit more evenly matched as well. You kind of mentioned the weather. It's kind of odd to be in MNAC basketball time, talking about how teams are trying to get their feet back under them, having not played very much just due to the weather in central Nebraska. It's been kind of nasty. Teams in general have had games canceled, postponed, and there's not really going to be much of a chance for postponed games to be made up. Once you reach into the new year, not very far from now, you're going to have the postseason. Both of these teams looking to use conference play as a way to get their feet under them, ready for the postseason. Both teams certainly that can make a little bit of noise in a sub-district should they have a good night. And both of them, as you mentioned in that little conversation we had, staying competitive in those games against teams above 500. So anything is possible for these two teams as we work further into the postseason. But right now, conference is what they've got in mind, and it's only starting for one of these two teams. One of them is going to advance to Thursday.
And I'll tell you what, it's not very often you're talking some of the best weather of the month of January during MNAC week. It usually doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, usually we're really worried about what the weather's going to do during MNAC. Looks pretty beautiful for at least the foreseeable future. We'll step away, and we'll bring you the starting lineups for Twin Loup and Anselmo-Merna after this.
Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Agland ATV, Burwell Dental Clinic, Burwell Pharmacy, Calamus Outfitters, Central Nebraska Electric, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, The Corner Stop, Craig and Diane Van Kira, Diamond Ring Ranch, Dows Farms LLC, Erickson Law Office, First National Bank, and Frontier Family Pharmacy. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loop Boosters.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Ag producers know that healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies for optimum benefit to your herd and your soil, along with other related topics at AeroSeed's annual Soil Health Regeneration Conference, Wednesday the 31st in Broken Bow, featuring Nick Smith from Epworth, Iowa. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by January 25th is required. Learn more and register online at aeroseed.com or call AeroSeed in Broken Bow by January 25th.
We welcome you back to Dunning as they introduce the starters on the court. We'll do the same for you on the radio and video stream. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Anselmo-Merna Lady Coyotes. Riley Martian, the starting lineup, a senior standing 5'6". Shaylee Coleman is a sophomore, 5'9". McKenna Miller, a junior, 5'8". Rhiannon Myers, a sophomore, 5'9", and Lily Thornton rounds out the starting five for AM. She is a sophomore standing 5'5". Trenton Kirchman is the head coach. She is assisted by Katie Hoblin. For Twin Loop, Reagan Mahler, a junior, 5'8". Miranda Olson, a junior, 5'6". Aaron Smith, a senior, 5'6". Madison Glidden, a junior, 5'4". Cassidy Grant, a senior, 5'11". Head coach is McKenna Cooksley. She is assisted by Ginger Larson. Whistle is blown, ball is in the air, tip is won by Anselmo-Merna. They'll go right to left in the Road Reds, white and black trim, white numerals. 10 seconds into this one, opening possession for the Coyotes. Miller cut off in the corner, gives it around. Skip pass to Myers, to Thornton, the give and go. Rhiannon lost it, tracks it down in the short corner. Gets it through the double team, out to Thornton, can't get the shot to go. Tracked down by Coleman in the corner. Coyotes will look to reset, but now it's grabbed up and a jump ball called in the corner. Grant got in there, got her hands on it, and possession arrow, have it being the first possession of the game, obviously goes back to Twin Loop. Twin Loop in the half court. Wolves looking for their opening score here in the first quarter. Glenn with it in the corner, gets it into Grant. Grant has it knocked away. Miller comes out of there. Ahead of the pack, 3 Wolves behind her. Miller lays it up and in and gets the opening points 1 minute into this game.
That was a pretty good entry into Cassidy Grant, but good defense on the backside by Miller to come away with it and get this bucket.
Glidden with it, cutting through the lane. Passes it out. Mahler didn't like what she saw, threw it out. Saved from going into the backcourt by Olson. Olson gets it ahead to Aaron Smith. Smith up top to Glidden, top of the key, shot fake, drives. Defense leaves her. Lots of contact on the layup attempt. It doesn't draw iron. Rebound AM the other way. Rhiannon Myers lets the defense go by. Aaron Smith missed on the block attempt. And after the miss, it's out of bounds. Last touch by Twin Loop.
Well, early on, it looks like the officials are going to let them play and be a little bit physical, and we'll see if that continues throughout the game.
Myers, floater in the lane, left it short. Rebound down inside by Anselmo-Merna. Coleman has it, gets it out to Myers. Now they reset up top with Miller. McKenna drives in, floats one over Grint, gets the friendly roll, and it's a 4-0 lead for Anselmo-Merna early.
All 4 points belong to McKenna Miller.
Glidden, high post, off to Grint. Grint double team, spins away from it, puts up the shot. Fade from the short corner, doesn't go. And now back the other way, she intercepts the AM pass. Grint holds it up, waits for Mahler. Mahler skip pass to nobody. Turnover back to the Coyotes.
Both teams with 2 turnovers here in the first 2:16 of this ball game.
Official either wiping something off of the ball that came from the crowd or a player. And here we go into the front court. 5:40 to go, first quarter. Miller a 3, got them all. It's a 7-0 lead for Anselmo-Merna, all 7 points from the junior Miller.
That shot had a little spin on it, and it spun right off the backboard into the bucket.
Glidden through the triple team, can't get the lay-in to go. Miller the rebound. Gets it off to Thornton. 5:15 to go, first quarter. It's been all Coyotes here early. 3 from the corner off the top of the backboard. Does not go for AM's Marsh. Rebound Glidden. Twin Loup earns possession. Finding themselves in an early hole in this one. Glidden into the front court. Marsh picks her up now. Miller using that speed out in front of everybody. Picked it off, laid it up, and laid it in. And McKenna Miller has come out on fire. 3 layups and a 3, and she's got 9 points. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Cooksley of Twin Loup. We'll step away as well and hear from some of our sponsors. Anselmo-Merna 9, Twin Loup 0, 4:42 remaining, first quarter.
Dude, the game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? No way, dude. Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Contact your local shelter insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Dunning. Hot start for Anselmo-Merna, up 9-0. All the scoring coming from McKenna Miller. Twin Loup in the half court, though. Looking for a spark after that timeout brought them to the bench. We'll see what the set play is. Smith resets it up top. Mahler off to her left, looks that way, throws it away. That pass wasn't there from the start. She looked that way, looked away. Then when she went back, Myers was still there. Rhiannon gives it up. Long 2 put up by Addison Priest. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Twin Loup. Bringing it up, Miranda Olson holds it up on the left side. Skip pass over to Grint. Grint goes up and scores. That's Reagan Mahler. She puts it up and in, and a much-needed score for Twin Loup.
Great job off the catch to go with a quick step on the lane.
And now Anselmo-Merna turns it over, and all of a sudden the Wolves hoping they can string a couple of scores together.
Good timeout earlier by Coach Cooksley for Twin Loup to settle her team down a little bit and talk maybe a little bit about being careful about passing into those lanes and now getting a little success going.
Glidden almost has it knocked away. Mahler into the front court. She is fouled. This is going to be kind of a tie-up of the legs. Caught in a bad spot was Rhiannon Myers, but that was all due to the speed of Reagan Mahler getting past her. And she had to try to recover and committed the foul. So Mahler goes up to the line. Kind of a shallow shot. Almost rolled over the front of the rim, but rolled out.
That foul, by the way, on Myers was the first of the ball game on either team.
Mahler's second shot. A little bit more arc on it, and it goes in. It's 9-3 Anselmo-Merna. Speaking of the foul situation, last night, games in Callaway and the boys game almost went the full first quarter without either team committing a foul. It was the wildest thing as Miller misses the shot. Twin Loup the rebound. Wolves into the front court. Grint, 10-footer. Can't get it to go over the double team. Fight for the rebound. Skying in there really quick was Carson Vincent. Kept it alive. Alex, I think I got a wrong number there. That was Gracie Rodocker. Kept it alive. Twin Loup ball on the baseline. Kind of a missed pass, and Rhiannon Myers picks it off. Coyotes into the front court, leading 9-3. Miller with it up top. A little give and go. Riley Marsh kicks it out. Around to Myers. Puts it up. Splashes home a 3. and it's 12-3. Anselmo-Merna, the Coyotes, a couple of threes adding into that 12 points.
Yeah, we had a good look at that one. You can see that was right on line.
Now Rihanna Myers gets a turnover and is fouled as she was working towards the timeline. So it's only momentarily, if anything, does not go the Coyotes' way. About a majority, 90% of the first quarter to this point has been going all Anselmo-Merna's way. Coyotes inbound it. Miller with it in the corner, up to Myers. Myers over left side. Thornton sets up there, can't get it to go. Grint fights for the rebound against a couple of Coyotes. It's last touched by AM. Wolves basketball.
Cassidy Grant with the height advantage there, able to keep that one alive and battle, and all the AM could do is just knock it out of her hands and out of bounds.
Back the other way, pass too hard. Rodacher couldn't handle it. Reagan Mahler put a little bit of mustard on that one, as they say.
7 turnovers now here in the early going for the Lady Wolves.
2:35 to go, first quarter. It's 12-3. Miller wants 3 more, can't get the shot to go. And touched one of the supports up top on the bounce, so it'll be Twin Loup basketball. Wolves have kind of weathered the storm. Certainly could be much worse, given the turnovers they've had and not getting many shots at the rim. Shot put up by Rodacher, can't get the 3 to go. One and done. Miller the rebound. McKenna holds it up, off to Myers. Myers skips it across. 2 put up by Priest, couldn't get it to go. Twin Loup the rebound. Not many offensive rebounds for either of these teams. It's been mostly one and done. Mahler with it up top, kicks it out. 3 put up by Rodacher. Just off on this one. Mahler the rebound. There's an offensive rebound. Twin Loup back into the offensive set, and Thornton going to be called through the back down here on the far block.
That's going to be her first. It'll be the 3rd team foul on Anselmo-Merna.
So an inbound's coming. Aaron Smith back in there for Twin Loup. She slaps the basketball. Searching for somebody. Got to get it in. Finds the outlet. Lorena Shada centers it. Looking for Glidden. Threw it away. Back to the Coyotes. Not really a result of tough defense, just kind of off on the pass a little bit. Marsh over far side. The give and go. Across the lane. Shot put up. Doesn't go in for Kaylee Klein. One and done. Twin Loup rebound. Glidden will lead the break.
Twin Loup doing a lot better job on the boards now. At one point it was a 6-0 board advantage for Anselmo-Merna. It's almost even now.
Glidden left wing. Drives into the free throw line. Gives it up. Now around to Smith. Smith left to right. Leaves it on the wing for Lorena Shada this time. 3rd time's the charm. She splashes one home, and that cuts the lead to 6.
She rained that one in from deep and high.
Klein the other way. Nice power dribble and goes up on the near block to score 2. We're under a minute. It's Anselmo-Merna 14, Twin Loup 6 here in the first quarter. Shada with it, holds up. Right side wing, now dribbles. Works it around to Rodacher. Rodacher far side over to Glidden. Glidden a couple of dribbles. Reverses, puts up the shot, fouled. And they're going to, did he say on the floor?
That's what he was pointing out.
Wow.
That's kind of what I was wondering, but that will go against McKenna Miller and just be her first, team foul number 4. So no free throws out of this.
I'm surprised by that one, but inbounds from the baseline. And Glidden receives a tough pass inbounds. Comes near side, step back, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, pulled out of there by Klein.
Good job by Myers. I think she got a piece of that one.
Marsh the other way. Right-hand side, off to Thornton. Thornton, the runner from 10 feet, knocks it home. And kind of just seems at this point, everything the Coyotes go up, you feel like it's going to go in. It's been that kind of first quarter. Twin Loup back in the half court. And a double dribble. They say Rodacher it was kind of like a palming / double dribble. Either way, it didn't look right. Whistle's blown.
Lady Coyotes will get one more opportunity with just under 10 seconds remaining.
Marsh into the front court, hands it off to Myers. Myers, little rub screen from Klein, off to Thornton in the corner. Myers, step back, partially blocked, and time expires on the first quarter. Anselmo-Merna leading it by 10, 16-6 here on KBBN Radio. At Fort County Heating and Air, owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. No matter what the temperature is outside, they'll make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow at 872-2258. We'll step away and bring you the second quarter after this.
Custer Federal has been helping customers acquire new and or improve existing homes for over 90 years. We are excited to have the opportunity to help you finance your home purchase, improvement, or refinance. Whether it is move-in ready or a fixer-upper, we have mortgage experts who are up to speed on all types of financial solutions. We will work with you from application to closing to make the process as easy as possible. Get the keys to your dream home with Custer Federal, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, hot start for the Coyotes, huh, Larry?
Yeah, and of course a lot of it was McKenna Miller really early getting a lot of shots to go. She had the first 9 points of this game, and now it's been Twin Loup having to try to battle back.
Myers left side gives it off to Marsh. Marsh dribbles it back out to Myers. Myers wasn't quite ready for it, controlled it though. Dribbling in, Shaylee Coleman. They work it around to Thornton, 3 up, just left it long. Long rebound controlled by AM. Glidden pokes it out of there. It'll stay Coyotes ball.
Official was indicating that was going to be a 3-point shot, but it sure looked like her foot was on the line, but did not matter as it did not go in.
Myers over to Thornton. They play catch. Rhiannon puts up her own 3 off the rim. Fight for the rebound. Ball on the ground. Grint throws it out to Mahler. Mahler 2-on-1 across the lane to Smith. Couldn't control it, and it's a turnover back to AM. Those fast breaks are kind of one of those situations, Larry. They're kind of a tough situation for a lot of teams because they're your best opportunity to score against a good defense. But also it's difficult because you're running full speed trying to control the basketball at the same time.
And for the Lady Wolves, that's their 10th turnover.
Miller, no one in front of her, just splashes home a 3. Almost kind of seemed like she was like, well, is anyone going to run out here? No, okay, I'll take the shot. And she's having herself one heck of a game.
She's in double digits now.
Glidden into the front court, lost the basketball, tied up, a foul called. Thought that could have been really, really close to a tie up there as Marsh got an entire hand and wrist on the basketball, but the foul is called.
I think Riley agreed with you.
Grint, short corner, puts up a shot, can't get it to go. Thornton, the weak side rebound. Miller pushes it ahead to Myers. Rhiannon, front court, over the outstretched arms of Glidden, scores 2 more, and it's 21-6, Anselmo-Merna.
And right now they've got the tempo right where they want it.
Smith with it, far side, out to Glidden. Glidden, the lefty, puts up a 3 off the rim, and caught in a bad position was Mahler. Hard to take your foot off the gas with a player right in front of you like that, but she gets called over the back or through the back, one of the two.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good position. Just the first foul, by the way, on Reagan Mahler.
6:30 to go here, second quarter. All Coyotes so far, 21-6. Coyotes turn it over, partially blocked. Back the other way, out racing everybody. Trying to do it all herself was Twin Loop's Miranda Olsen. Coyotes scoop up the basketball, come the other way. Marsh around to Thornton, long 3, can't get it to go, goes over the backboard and back to Twin Loup. And those are the kinds of things that Twin Loup has to capitalize on, Larry, either a miss or a turnover by AM, but they really haven't been able to get anything going on their own side.
Yeah, and they're at an important part of this game right now where they cannot let it slip away any further than it already has.
Ball goes out of bounds. Twin Loup retains possession. Last touched by the girls in red. 5:59 to go here, first half. Twin Loup trying to grind back into this one. Grint has it poked away. We'll go to the other side of the baseline. And Miranda Olsen will give it a shot from there. Slaps the basketball. Surveys. Wide open is Mahler. And she's fouled as she goes up for the layup. Nice cut by Reagan Mahler inside. Earns her a trip to the charity stripe.
And, you know, when Twin Loup has been successful here in this first half, it's when Reagan Mahler has been attacking the bucket. Good things happen when she does that. She's made a bucket. She's gotten to the free throw line a couple of times. She's kicked out a couple of times for open shots. That's just something that seems to work best. By the way, that was the second personal foul on Lily Thornton.
Mahler goes 1 for 2 at the line. Marsh brings it up for AM. 5:53 to go, first half. 21-7 is the lead. Coyotes kind of been doing it all over the place from beyond the three-point line on some give and goes, and now they turn it over. Mahler trying to race back, and she's going to end up touching it and goes back to AM. That would have been Twin Loop's basketball just at the touch of the ball by AM, but Mahler goes over and AM retains possession.
Got to applaud the effort of going after that, trying to make something happen, but she just never did get it cleanly.
Drive inside. Foul going to be called on the floor as the Coyotes, Shaylee Coleman, nice little drive in amongst the trees there.
I think they're going to get Cassidy Grint with this foul. That'll be her first team foul number 2.
Set play for Miller. Glidden cuts it off, goes in the corner to Marsh. She takes the three, left it long. Rebound to Mahler, and she just dribbled it out of bounds. And the turnover bug is alive and well with Twin Loup. They just can't seem to catch a break and get into the half-court offense.
13 so far here in the first half.
And now the Coyotes turn it over just right back. Just a miscommunication on the pass, and not ready for it was Anderson Priest.
That's the 8th turnover for Anselmo-Merna.
Twin Loup, the give and go. A foul going to be called here as Mahler was looking inside to her teammate Miranda Olson. So another inbound here. Now the game has kind of lost all sense of flow. Aaron Smith receives it inbounds, has her shot blocked. Glidden on the receiving end of a pass. Her three doesn't go. Rhiannon Myers the rebound, wants to run. Myers 2-on-2. Oh, nice pass through the lane. It's up and in for Shaylee Coleman. Gets the hoop and the harm.
Boy, that was a tough pass. As you mentioned, that was a nice one. Just threading the needle there a little bit, and she was able to get it in there. And a nice, easy layup then for Shaylee Coleman.
And we got a lane violation called. Shot wouldn't have counted. It didn't go anyway. So we'll go back the other way with the Wolves.
I think also Anselmo-Merna, the first 9 points of this game were scored by McKenna Miller, but 4 different players have joined her since then in the last 14 points that have been put up on the board.
Twin Loup working it around to Smith in the corner. Smith off to the right wing, gives it up to Glidden. Glidden, shot fake, drives, gets a screen from Grint, puts it up, and gets it to go. That's just one of those situations where you feel the contact, just chuck it up there, see what happens. She got 2. Myers wanted to answer, run off the three-point line. Work it around outside. Rhiannon back on the right side. Brought that offhand up only momentarily. Double dribble called. And now Twin Loup again looking to string a couple of shots together, trying to get into double digits. Come near side, Mahler, nice dribble, floater, left it short. A foul going to be called, and now Coyotes kind of mounting up a few different fouls here. Both teams really kind of starting to foul a little bit more here in the second period.
And that's going to be the 4th team foul on Anselmo-Merna. So it's free throws the rest of the way as Mahler was shooting here.
And Mahler doesn't get the front end to go again. She'll get a look at a second. She's gone to the free throw line significantly more than anyone else on the floor.
That's because she's the only one that's
the only
gone
one?
to the free throw
yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is currently 3 of 5.
And that one just rolls off. Rebound fought for inside by Miranda Olson, but has it taken away. She kind of got ganged up on by 3 Coyotes down there, and they fought it back from her. Shot a long 2, put up and in just that quickly by Gracie McIntyre, the 5'7" junior, gets into the scorebook again. Glidden off to Mahler. Mahler goes baseline, back out to Glidden. A three-pointer up, off the rim. Fight for the rebound on the weak side. Pulled out of there by Twin Loup. They try to insert it into Grint. Grint tracks it down after it was poked away. Mahler, floater, glass, good.
She has got 6 of their 9 points.
AM back the other way. Marsh thought about the pull-up three. Instead off to Myers. She can't get the three to go. Fight for the rebound to Marsh. To Priest. Now Marsh off the right side. Gives it up to Priest. Priest goes off to the right. Plays a little catch over there on the right side as we approach 3 minutes to go. They kick it out to Myers. Now near side. And back around up top. Rhiannon off to McIntyre. Lost it. Twin Loup basketball, and the Wolves continue to rally here, Larry. They're getting just enough turnovers and just enough scores to kind of stay in this thing a little bit here in the first half.
Yeah, they've got to, if they want to get right back into this, they need to have some good possessions on the offensive end and defensive stops.
And now they turn the basketball over. Miller back in there, gets a turnover almost immediately. Nice find over to Kaylee Klein. She's fouled going up for the shot, and that's just one where if you're Klein, you say, hey, nice find there. You pretty much led me into earning a trip to the free throw line. And Kaylee Klein, 5'10 junior, rattles the first one in.
First free throw of the night for Anselmo-Merna. 3rd point for Kaylee Klein off the bench.
One Twin Loup substitution coming in for the Wolves is Lorena Shada, the 5'4 sophomore, into the contest. And Klein goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And here, if you're Twin Loup, you know, this might maybe the message to the Wolves is set yourself little goals. Maybe try to get this lead down to about 10 or so by the time we get into halftime. Set a reachable goal. They just turn the ball over. Fight for the rebound off a missed shot. Last touch by the Wolves. It'll be AM basketball, but it's 27-11 here. Any little bit that you can cut into this one heading into the locker room would be good. Far side Miller. McKenna surveys, puts it on the ground, gives it off, and now they go near side. Kaylee Klein, free throw line jumper, doesn't get it to go. Rebound fought for inside, and a fight for the basketball ends up in the hands of AM. And now a timeout going to be called by Coach Kirchman. We'll step away as well. 2:06 to go first half. Anselmo-Merna leading 27-11 over Twin Loup.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial is located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Out of the timeout, AM waits on the court. They're on their offensive side of the floor. No doubt with this set play coming out of the timeout. See what they can do with it with the final 2:06 of the first half. Slap of the basketball. They were trying to get Miller inside, instead get it into Priest. Now McKenna Miller just left of center. Off to Priest. Miller cuts through. Kaylee Klein, high post. Gives it back out to Priest. Toes up a three. Can't get it to fall. The rebound inside, pulled out of there by Marsh. Blocked. Rebound Miller, back to Marsh. Free throw line. Klein, the post entry, couldn't handle it. Miller comes away with the loose ball. Another 20 seconds gone. Priest right side. High post look to Klein. Fouled. And they're going to go to the free throw line, are the Coyotes, as the new rule at 5 fouls in each quarter will result in 2 free throws.
And for the first time tonight, bonus time.
Klein knocks home the first, continues to have success at the free throw line.
Second foul on Shada. Team foul, as we mentioned, 5. So
Klein couldn't get it to go. Miller just runs in there, scoops it up over a Wolf in front of her. Couldn't get the follow to go. 1 for 2 that time from the line for Klein. Glidden into the front court, gives it off to Vincent. Into Mahler. Mahler too strong on the layup attempt, and now the ball tied up underneath, and jump ball will keep the possession arrow with Twin Loup. Miller will get a rest. Twin Loup slaps the basketball. Vincent gets it into Glidden. Glidden double team, dribbles away from it, puts the shot up over Klein, and got it to go. You know the saying, hand down, man down, and Glidden sees that, went right up with it.
4 points for Madison Glidden, all here in the second quarter.
Marsh playing a bit of catch with her teammate McIntyre. Couldn't get the shot to go. Last touch by the Coyotes on the miss. Twin Loup basketball. And again, I find myself saying, Larry, Twin Loup gets a quick stop after a make on the other side, and they're trying to string some shots together, but more often than not, hasn't really been the case so far tonight.
Well, after that 9-0 run to start the game for Anselmo-Merna, they've battled fairly close since then.
Glidden stepped back from 10 feet out, and they do string a couple of shots together. She gets 2 to go there, and it's 28-15. Coyotes back in the half court. Inside, putting up the shot, partially blocked out of there. Fight for the rebound after a putback, and Twin Loup comes away with it. Klein couldn't get one to go. McIntyre couldn't get one to go, and now Twin Loup trying to cut into this one even more with 30 seconds to go first half. Glidden puts up the shot, fouled. She'll go to the free throw line, and she gets a little bit of love from her teammate Gracie Rodacker. You might have heard her just go, yes. She's loving the heart being shown here by her teammate Madison Glidden, a 5'4" junior. A typical spark for them in handling the ball. And she's kind of provided a spark here late in the first half as she knocks home that first free throw.
She's got 7 of the 10 points that have been scored in this quarter for Twin Loup.
Glidden goes through the routine again, puts up this shot, doesn't get it to go. Rebound out of there to the Coyotes. Priest will lead the break into the front court. Addison, left wing, off the left side to Coleman. Gets it inside to Klein. Klein kicks it back out to Coleman. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound pulled out of there by Thornton. Thornton around to Schmidt. And back to Thornton. He hits a 3 in the corner that quick with 5 seconds to go. Twin Loop's got to make something happen here. Glidden into the front court, fouled. Blocking foul going to be called on the shot attempt there. And this might be a special way for Twin Loup to end this half, as Glidden is going to go to the free throw line with no time left on the clock to attempt 3 free throws. And this always makes me nervous, Larry, when they clear out the lane. There's no no time on the clock.
I think she'd rather have 1/10 of a second up there so that everybody else would be there.
Glidden can't get the first one to roll in. Goes off the rim, off the backboard. Kind of does raise the nerves a little bit. 31-16 is the Anselmo-Merna lead. Twin Loup trying to cut that into that a little bit here as Glidden knocks home the second one. Make it 31-17. She'll get a look at one more, and really kind of the story of the first half here has been Twin Loup kind of hanging in there a little bit through these runs that Anselmo-Merna has put together. Glidden doesn't get the third one to go, goes 1 of 3, and the officials signal that is the end of the first half. 31-17 is the halftime lead. Anselmo-Merna on top here in Dunning. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Larry will give you a look at the halftime numbers here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Town pride. Wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
If the cold weather does anything, it makes us notice the drafts our homes are letting through. Meath Lumber in Broken Bow is proud to be your local solution for sailing up those drafts and making your home more efficient. They sell quality Anderson windows. Both 100 and 400 series are available for your new construction or replacement project. Of course, they have the foam for around those windows too. Mead Lumber is still being remodeled, but inside, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help with your DIY project.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town and will help you achieve your goals to keep you moving. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is all about gearing you up for sports, whether it's for participating or for cheering from the stands. They have it. Scott is extending their semi-annual shoe sale in case the cold and snow has been keeping you from shopping. All regular price shoes are marked 20% off. Head through their door on the west side of the square and take advantage of big savings. The semi-annual shoe sale at Geared for Sports. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Get your gear at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Happy New Year from all of us at Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow. We thank you for trusting us with your family's care throughout the year. And we look forward to making your healthcare experience comfortable and dependable for years to come. We invite you to visit our website, melham.org, to learn more about us, including our services, history, careers, and more. That's melham.org. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care. Wishing you a Happy New Year.
Thrivent is proud to support our local sports teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Thrivent representative Scott Harvey is excited to help you reach your financial goals. He'll help you create a financial strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. Whether it's insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, give Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial a call today at 308-872-2511. Here's Larry with a look at your halftime numbers.
31-17 the score in favor of Anselmo-Merna. 6 different players in the scorebook for the Lady Coyotes, led by McKenna Miller, who scored the first 9 points of the ball game. She finished the half with 12, a couple of three-pointers, and 3 players with 5, including Rihanna Myers, Lily Thornton, and Kaylee Klein off the bench. 2 points each for Shaylee Coleman and Gracie McIntyre. For Twin Loup, they've got 3 players in the scorebook. Madison Glidden, she scored a good chunk, 8 of the 11 points in the second quarter. All 8 of her points to lead the way for Twin Loup came in that second quarter. Reagan Mahler with a total of 6 and a 3-pointer for Lorena Shada as she has 3 points. We look at the team stats. Early on, Twin Loup had way more turnovers, but it kind of evened out a little bit. Twin Loup with 14 at halftime, 11 whistled against the Lady Coyotes of Anselmo-Merna. One area that the Lady Coyotes have really been dominating, the rebounding. 22 rebounds here at halftime compared to 11 for the Lady Wolves, and so that's a 2-to-1 advantage there. Also, Twin Loup could have helped themselves a little bit at the charity stripe in the first half. They ended up only going 4 of 11. They got their opportunities, but really didn't get an opportunity or didn't cash in on that opportunity. While Anselmo-Merna ended up 3 for 4, all 4 of those attempts coming from Kaylee Klein. She went 3 of 4. So again here at halftime, 31-17 Anselmo-Merna. They built the early lead and they've maintained it, built on it a little bit. They're led here at halftime by McKenna Miller with 12 points. And for Twin Loup, 8 points. Madison Glidden, the winner of this game, of course, will advance to the semifinals on Thursday to take on the winner of our second match tonight between Sandhills Thedford and Sandhills Valley.
All right, thank you, Larry. Obviously going to be keeping a close eye on the other side of the bracket as well, as two teams will advance from that side of the bracket into the semifinals on Thursday as well. Arthur County and Mullen are the 3 and 6 seed matchup. Brady is the 2 seed. They are taking on the 7 seed South Loup Bobcats. So that's the other half of the bracket, and we'll keep an eye on those games, obviously. And when we know scores, if we know scores, we'll try to find those for you. If not, we'll, of course, pass those along under the sports tab of sandhillsexpress.com for you. Let's recap real quick what happened in boys action last night in games that were played right up the road in Thedford, right here on KBBN Radio. Opening game was Twin Loup and Anselmo-Merna. That was a game that went down to the wire. Twin Loup getting a three-pointer, just a couple of seconds left on the clock to win that one 47-44. Only moments before, Anselmo-Merna tied it up on a three-pointer from Quentin Myers with about 10 seconds to go in that one. So thrilling game there in the 3-6 matchup in the boys' side of things. In the 2-7 matchup, Sandhills Thedford, a dominating win over Arthur County to advance. In games played on video and radio from Central Nebraska Sports Source last night, Mullen and St. Hills Valley were the 4 and 5 matchup for a little bit there. Looked like that one might go into overtime, but St. Hills Valley squeaked it out 35-33 over the 4 seed Mullen. And South Loup dominating in that second matchup there in Callaway. Didn't get to see much of the starters. Kind of went out to a big lead, and they started each quarter but only played for about 60 seconds in each period. South Loup still cruised to a 66-38 win there. So that sets up your semifinals. The opening semifinal in the boys tournament will be Sandhills Thedford and Twin Loup, followed by South Loup and Sandhills Valley on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video on Thursday. About 2 minutes away from second half action. It's a 31-17 lead, and Anselmo-Merna on top here in Dunning.
You are cheering on during this broadcast. Practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Govier Brothers Mortuary, Grint Farm Supply, Hamilton Telecommunications, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Hilltop Ranch, Greg, Jody, Terry, and Luke Smith, James and Janice Barron, Joe and Cindy Horkey, KCNI KBBN Radio, Kraus Angus Ranch, Longley Ranch, Louie's Body Shop, and Maverick Truck Stop and Fertilizer. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
We welcome you back to Dunning as we are underway, and I'm sorry, Larry, I was messing with the equipment. Who scored that one?
Oh, McKenna Miller. She started off hot in the first half, starting off hot in the second half here, too.
And now she's got herself a defensive rebound. She leads the break ahead for the Coyotes. Off to Marsh, now back to Thornton, thinking three. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Twin Loup. Aaron Smith into the front court, holds it up right past the timeline. Off to Glidden. Glidden kicks it out. Long two put up by Olsen. And a foul going to be called on the weak side. We'll see who this one's called on. Based on the fact that they're setting up down there, it's going to be on the Coyotes.
Looks like it'll be on Brianna Myers, and that would be her third.
Olsen gets it into Smith. Smith had it taken away. Grint receives it, puts it up, can't get it to go. Good position inside on the rebound by Miranda Olsen. She scores 2, and the scoreboard does confirm that was on Rhiannon Myers. That is her third.
That's first bucket for Olsen in the ball game.
Miller with it up top, goes back to Myers. Myers looked at the three-pointer. Now they lob it inside. Nice ball movement results in a score by Shaylee Coleman. Nice find from her teammate, McKenna Miller.
And both of her buckets in this game, Shaylee Coleman, have been, she's been the benefactor of some very nice passes.
And now Twin Loup turns it over, and the Coyotes will go back looking to add to their 35-19 lead. It's never really felt out of hand for Twin Loup, but just kind of feels like we're on the brink of that maybe if they can't get some scores to go, and the Coyotes are continuing to start hot, much like they did to open the game. Thornton, right wing, off to Miller. McKenna, one bounce, lobs it up to Priest. Back to Miller, right side. The give and go to Priest results in a turnover. Mahler into the front court, reverses between the rings, off to Smith. Smith, 3, back rim, rebound to Twin Loup. Good hustle down inside for Lorena Shada. The 5'4" sophomore out-hustled everybody and was fouled as a result.
And that foul, I believe, is going to go on Shaylee Coleman.
First inbound attempt, knocked back. Twin Loup will try from about 3 feet further up the sideline. Mahler with it up top, over to Smith, double teamed. They keep pursuing her, gets it to the high post. Olsen attacks, shoots, scores.
Well, after not scoring in the first half, she's coming up with 4 quick points here in the third.
Coyotes back in the half court. Right wing, McKenna Miller up top. Now they work it around to Thornton. Thornton, the give and go. Cut off in the short corner is AM's Riley Marsh. They kick it out. Three-pointer doesn't go. Thornton follows the shot, puts it up, can't get it to go. Weak side rebound put up, doesn't go. Fight for the second rebound, pulled out of there by Twin Loup. And that's just tough if you're AM. 2 very good-looking shots inside just don't fall. Grint with it up top. Hands it out. Miranda Olsen drives in again. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound inside by Miller. McKenna leads the break. Skips it head. Nice find across the lane. Putting it up and in. Shaylee Coleman on the feed. And that one was perfect. Right where she could stay up high with it and put it off glass. Grint inside. Spins. Shoots. Scores off the glass.
And that's her first 2 of the game.
Coyotes into the front court. Spot up 3, doesn't go for Marsh. Rebound Twin Loup. Olsen with it. Gives it off to Shada. Shada off the right side. Turns around, gives it up to Mahler. Mahler, quick pass over to Smith. Smith holds it up, left side wing. Off to Olsen. Miranda drives in, puts up the shot. Can't get it to go off the glass. Rebound pulled out of there by Coleman. Ahead to Miller. McKenna lays it up, lays it in. And the Coyotes on a 4-2 run here in the third quarter with 4:09 to go.
Miller just kind of broke loose free early and was out there for the easy for the easy 2.
Shauna with it up top. Lorena uses the bounce, has it taken away by McKenna Miller. Miller into the front court. Mahler plays defense but commits the foul. Forced the miss, but McKenna Miller will go to the free throw line.
Second personal on Reagan Mahler. And right now, McKenna Miller's been having a great game. 16 points and a chance to add to it right here.
All nylon on the first one, make it 17 as Rhiannon Myers comes back into the game. Also reappearing, Gracie McIntyre.
Updating the game down in Brady on the other side of the bracket. Halftime, very low scoring affair there. Arthur County 13, Mullen 8. Miller
gets her second to go, and a timeout is taken by Coach Kirchman. We'll step away as well and bring you the remaining 3:52 of the third quarter after you hear this.
Comes to graphic tees, Triple M T-shirts does all kinds. They have a special place in their hearts for spirit wear because there's nothing quite like cheering on your favorite student athletes right here at home. You name it, they've made it. Custom designs are doable from sizes newborn to 5XL. Make your T-shirt design a reality with Melissa Myers and Triple M T-shirts. Search for the group on Facebook or call 870-0149. Mention this ad and receive 10% off your order through February. Melissa Myers with Triple M T-shirts.
Welcome back to Sandhills High School in Dunning. Twin Loup trailing 23-41 in the half court. Mahler with the drive against Miller, cut off, reverses, gives it up to Olsen. Miranda off to Glidden, the lefty, fires up a three, left it short, gets her own miss momentarily. Now Grant controls it. And a foul going to be called here. They say Grant was going up for a shot. A foul called inside. Could have gone probably about either way. But that's bad because Rihanna Myers just picked up her fourth foul.
And it will be a two-shot opportunity as well.
Grant left it short off the front of the rim.
So again now 4 of 12 at the line for Twin Loup.
Grant second, gets the friendly roll here in Dunning. And it's 41-23. Coyotes back in the half court. Miller works it around inside. Now they kick it out to McIntyre. Out to Priest. Her three splashes through the bottom of the bucket. And that was a great possession for Anselmo-Merna. Good ball movement and a great find.
Good job of going inside and then back out when the play wasn't there.
Back the other way, a runner right down the side by Mahler, and she scores 2 to answer. Coyotes back in the half court. Miller with it up top to Priest. Same shot, same location she just made a shot from. Coyotes patient offense. High post look for Coleman. Back out to Miller. Miller, runner in the lane, puts it up, misses everything. This official over here on this side calls a touch. It will be AM ball on the baseline. Slap of the ball by Marsh, gets it in. Miller can't get the shot in the lane to go. Rebound to Glidden. Twin Loup into the front court. Glidden, little helter-skelter, lost her footing, and taking advantage of that is McIntyre, who rips it away for AM. Priest off to Marsh. High post look. Coleman out to Miller. They work it around. McKenna on the right side again. McKenna back inside. Marsh can't get the shot to go. Fight for the rebound. Going to result in a foul underneath.
I think this will go against Anselmo-Merna. Or was there a foul?
Yep, there was. They called it on Riley Marsh. Official just kind of stayed all the way over there. Reported it right over there. That'll be her second.
Next one puts Twin Loup into the bonus.
This one not out of reach for Twin Loup. They just got to get some things going their way here soon. That was a missed shot, rebounded by Anselmo-Merna. Go back the other way. Coyotes get it to Marsh in the corner. Now Priest, high post look. Coleman attacks. And we got a foul called. One official calling it out. One official calling a foul. And this one is going to go on Twin Loup. It'll be an inbounds for AM.
That's going to be the third foul on Miranda Olsen. Oh, check that, just her first.
Miller, shot in the lane. She is fouled. And this will send her to the line. McKenna, one dribble. Can't get the shot to go. Kaylee Klein back into the game. Lily Thornton as well. Getting a rest will be Riley Marsh and Shaylee Coleman. Miller second. Also does not go. Rebound. Went out of bounds. Last touch by who? By AM. It'll be Twin Loup basketball. Glidden brings it up. Minute 35 to go here, third quarter. Glidden, 15-footer from the left side, can't get it to go. One and done. Miller leads it ahead. Off the rebound to Priest. Priest goes glass. Can't get it to go, but a foul is going to be called on Glidden. Priest went crashing into the pad at the end of the floor. Kind of had to earn this trip to the line.
And that's one you might want to back off if you get an opportunity, because Priest didn't really have a very good angle to take it in. And she was motoring very hard, too.
Priest makes the first. He'll get a look at the second.
That's her fourth point.
Sub comes in for Twin Loup. Aaron Smith into the game. Glidden will get a rest. Priest steps to the line again. Gets this one to follow the first. 2 for 2 that trip. And it's a 20-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. That one tipped away. Nice hands by Miller. Inbound on the far side for Twin Loup. Minute 19 shows on the third quarter clock. Mahler with the basketball. Top of the key, looking for the high post entry. Intercepted by Priest. Skips it across to Miller. Puts it off glass and scores it. Mahler did all she could, but Miller just found the right angle and went glass.
19th and 20th points for McKenna Miller in this game.
Smith with it up top. Gets a screen. Cut off. Ball knocked away by McIntyre. It'll stay Twin Loup basketball. Olsen to key it in. Miranda surveys, running out of time, gets it into Mahler. Deep corner, back to Olsen. Olsen left to right, gives it off to Smith. Smith controls it, turns, threw it away. Lily Thornton into the front court, Aaron Smith on her. Teammates call Wolf. Now they lob it down inside to Kaylee Klein. Klein kicks it out to Thornton. They work it around. Priest to three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Kaylee Klein fighting in there. One official was going to call a foul. The other going to call a jump ball. They go with the foul call, and that will send Kaylee Klein to the free throw line.
Gracie Rodocker will pick up that foul, her second.
Klein's first, rattles in there.
She's done a good job at the free throw line. She is 4 of 5.
Couple of subs run in and out for Anselmo-Merna as Klein goes through the routine again. Knocks this one home as well. And that's a big-time free throw shooting exhibition there by Kaylee Klein. 32.4 left in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor. AM leads it 50-26 over Twin Loup.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects and underground farm remodels and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground farm remodels and new construction, proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Don't let low back and leg pain reduce your quality of life. Studies suggest spinal manipulation as the first method of treatment. Having pain? Call Dr. Chad Hackle with Backbone of Healthcare at 872-2171 or visit them Monday through Friday on South 9th Avenue in Broken Bow. Thank you to Backbone of Healthcare for bringing you MNAC Girls Action. Under 30 seconds to go here, third quarter. Twin Loup looking for some offense here in the half court. Glidden spot up three, set play out of the break. Results in a miss and a Coyotes rebound. Thornton ahead to Kaylee Klein. Klein blocked, recovers, shoots it up. A travel is going to be called. Coyote faithful don't agree, but I tend to agree with that call as Klein had the first shot blocked, and then when she went up again with it, kind of chopped the feet a little bit going up. Turnover called and another timeout on the floor with 15 and a half seconds left. Will step away as well.
It is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
welcome you back to Dunning. Twin Loup basketball out of the break. Mahler off the left side, pressured by Miller, gives it up to Grant. Grant steps back, goes glass, can't get it to go. Rebound, Kaylee Klein. Klein giving Anselmo-Merna some really good minutes as time expires on the third quarter after that miss. And Anselmo-Merna will take their 50-26 lead to the fourth quarter. We'll step away and bring you that fourth quarter action after this.
Sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Welcome back to Dunning. One quarter before we determine who is advancing. Right now it looks to be Anselmo-Merna. A lot would have to go wrong for them, and that seems to be what they want, is to advance. 50-26. Good scoring there in the third quarter, much like they had there in the first. Not to say that the second quarter was bad per se, but the first and third quarters were kind of easily the biggest scoring quarters for Anselmo-Merna, Larry.
Yeah, and Anselmo-Merna, they've set the tone at the start of each half, and the pace has really been to their favor.
Mahler receives the inbounds, fouled. Riley Schmidt, the 5'5 junior, commits the foul for Anselmo-Merna. 17 seconds into this fourth quarter. Inbound, Mahler finds herself open, missed the layup, and a tie-up inside. Possession arrow will give it back to Anselmo-Merna.
Of course, Twin Loup last year was the runner-up in the MNAC tournament behind South Loup, and both of those teams really lost a lot of the players that they had on those teams a year ago, and really trying to do something different this season.
Thornton, a three from the corner, left it long, rebound inside, put up and in by Riley Schmidt. You mentioned Twin Loup and looking a little bit different. A lot of the teams in the tournament, Catherine Folkers was the leading scorer for Twin Loup in that championship game where Twin Loup lost 49-31 to South Loup. She was a big presence for Twin Loup, as unable to get the shot to go, blocked was Roadhocker. And Anselmo-Merna back the other way. Marsh thought about the three, gives it up instead to Schmidt. She can't get the three to go. Rebound inside to Klein. Far side, Thornton. Inside to Myers, ran and tries to throw it back out. It's intercepted and knocked out of bounds by Glidden.
Yeah, that was an all-senior team a year ago for Twin Loup, and right after that runner-up finish in the tournament, they were able to pull off a big overtime win at home against a very good Sumner Eddyville Miller team.
High post look, Klein out to Thornton. Thornton puts up the three, left it long. Rebound pulled out of there by Rhiannon Myers. Another opportunity for AM. Myers, the low-high look. Misconnection there to Riley Marsh. Going to talk about South Loup as well. Champion last year, Lauren Johnson in that championship game in the girls MNAC championship had 15 points. In the semifinals, it was Bryn Schwartz who led the scoring for South Loup. She had 14, still on the team, but South Loup certainly a much different looking team around Bryn. As Grant can't get the shot to go in the lane. Rebound pulled out of there by Mahler. Oh, nice find inside. Putting it up and in is Miranda Olson. Mahler kind of had everybody thinking she was going to dribble it out and reset, and Olson was the only one ready for that pass inside. The long two for Marsh. Over the backboard and back to Twin Loup. Continuing to talk about how the teams all kind of look different coming into the tournament this year, you can argue that the team that has the most back would be Sandhills Thedford.
Yes.
And that kind of makes sense when you consider that they're a top 10 ranked team in the state. Lots of names that we're familiar with, lots of upperclassmen. And they're having a great season. Twin Loup turns it over. Pull up 3 for McKenna Miller off the side of the rim, out of bounds, back to Twin Loup.
And not only did they have a lot of players back, they gained some transfers that really have helped them.
Having a really good season are the Knights. I know that Knights faithful are excited to see where things end up for them. Certainly have their eyes set on getting a strong start here on their home floor, being able to host in Dunning. Olsen out to Glidden. Glidden loses the basketball, and it's a turnover back to Anselmo-Merna.
That is the 20th turnover of the contest for Twin Loup.
And a timeout is taken by Twin Loup. We'll step away as well. 5:25 to go here, fourth quarter. Anselmo-Merna leads at 52-28 here on KBBN Radio and the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainkey products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainkey. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainkey, more right than rain.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
Back to the action here in Dunning. 3 from Rihanna Myers doesn't go. Rebound Coyotes. Miller, runner in the lane, goes glass and scores it. Just a slow, methodical, sure shot from McKenna Miller. She's had several of those tonight.
And she started early, and she has just continued to play a very good game here tonight for the Lady Coyotes.
Glidden inside to Grant, can't get the turnaround shot to go. Rebound, Rihanna Myers wants to push. Ahead to Marsh, flips it out. Priest tracks it down in the corner. Back to Marsh, right wing. She'll reset over to McKenna Miller. Miller glanced at the 3, skip pass over to Myers. Myers drives in, shoots, left it long. Rebound to Glidden. And now travel is called.
I'll give you an update from Brady in the 3 versus 6 match of the MNAC. They're all knotted up going to the fourth quarter. Arthur County 19, Mullen 19.
Myers has her shot blocked by Grant. It's controlled inside. Follow doesn't go for Coleman. Rebound Twin Loup this time. Mahler wants to push. AM does a good job getting back. It was 1-on-4. Glidden into the front court, lost the basketball, tracks it down, steps back, shoots it up, just can't get it to go. Rebound AM. McKenna Miller into the front court from the free throw line, out to Priest. Her 3 rattles out of there. Good follow inside, and it's put up and in by Shaylee Coleman, the 5'9" sophomore.
Great job on the offensive board. That was the 42nd rebound for the Coyotes in this game.
Twin Loup back in the half court, 3:40 to go, fourth quarter. Pocket is picked. Riley Marsh the other way, lays it up and lays it in.
About lost that one, but she did a good job of reeling it in and getting the points. That's her first 2.
And she kind of looks over at Coach Kirchman, and they have a little bit of moment. He was kind of scratching his head, saying, oh, that was a close one, and she kind of flashes a little smile. As Twin Loup has it knocked out of bounds. They'll stay in the half court. Olsen slaps the basketball up top to Glidden. Glidden reverses floor, puts up the shot, fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
And Riley Marsh will get that foul. That'll be her 3rd, I believe.
Glidden can't get the first one to go. Offensively tonight, Larry Madison, Glidden has been doing a lot with very little room. The points she scored has really been with a lot of defense all around her more often than not.
She's got 9 points with that made free throw. 8 of those, though, came in that second quarter.
McKenna Miller and Marsh play catch. Some pressure here from Twin Loup. Olsen making Marsh work hard. And a timeout is called for and awarded to Anselmo-Merna with 3:11 to go, fourth quarter. It's Coyotes 58, Wolves 29 on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
If you're in the Anselmo area, you're in luck. If not, turn toward Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo. There's always something cooking, and specials change almost every day. Be sure to keep up with them on Facebook to see what specials are ahead and what's hitting the grill. Reserve ahead by messaging them on Facebook or call 749-2552. Enjoy the broadcast. Brought to you in part by Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo.
Welcome back to Dunning. Coyotes basketball out of the break. McKenna Miller, one dribble, gives it off to Rihanna Myers. Gives it up to Marsh, comes up shooting. Can't get it to go. Rebound Twin Loup. Olsen into the front court, ahead to Mahler. Mahler puts her head down, can't get the shot to go. Mahler kind of forcing that shot up, didn't want to charge. And now Rihanna Myers on the run out the other way. Coyotes score 2 to go up 60-29. Glidden the other way, swims through the entire defense, can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound pulled out of there, really strong rebound by Shaylee Coleman the other way. The shot put up and in by Miller, and McKenna Miller continues to have a strong night, and the Coyotes call a timeout. Looks like it's just a timeout to get some subs in here, so we'll keep it here on KBBN.
Looks like both teams are going to go to the bench, as Anselmo-Merna will be advancing to the semifinals.
So AM punches their ticket. That Arthur County-Mullen game on the other side of the bracket still very much up in the air at last report. Sandhills, Thedford, and Sandhills Valley up next here in Dunning. Sandhills, Thedford the 1 seed. Sandhills Valley the 8 seed. Mahler puts up the shot, blocked. Good defense inside by Gracie McIntyre, and a jump ball is called at the end of it. It'll stay with Twin Loup.
With 5:50 to go in that other game, Arthur County leading Mullen 25-19. That's all in the fourth quarter now.
Ball goes inside, trying to control it there for a Twin Loup is Lexi Starr. Lost it out of bounds. It'll go to Anselmo-Merna. Riley Schmidt will play point guard. 5'5" junior, brings it into the front court. Schmidt gives it off to Haley Miller. They lob it inside. Turning, looking for some room. Mackenzie Burnett can't get the first one to go. Gets her own rebound and puts it up and in for 2 more for AM. Under 2 to go. Back the other way, Twin Loup. Can't get the 3 to go. Aaron Smith missed the 3. And on the fight for the rebound, it's last touch by AM.
With that last bucket by Burnett, 10 different players have scored in this game for Anselmo-Merna.
Quick pass inside. Defense lost Aaron Smith, and she puts it in off the block for 2 for Twin Loup. Back the other way, Coyotes in the half court. Get it up top to Haley Miller, into Burnett. Burnett, one dribble, kicks it out. Schmidt, a 3 from the corner, off the side of the backboard. Rebound pulled out of there. Put back is blocked. And pulling it out, Lexi Starr, and she is tied up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Coyotes. Schmidt to key it in, 1:19 to go here, fourth quarter. Schmidt tries to enter it in to her teammate Halsey Baxter. It's intercepted, Twin Loup the other way. With the bounce cutting through everybody, Lorena Shada has it knocked away. Twin Loup basketball, though. Twin Loup struggling to get the ball in. They do get it in eventually. Mahler turns and faces. Now Shada top of the key. Back over right side to Shada. Gets it into Lexi Starr. Starr hounded and tied up. And now it's the jump ball fest here in the fourth quarter. We're looking a lot at the possession arrow.
Was it during the MNAC first round last year we were up here and we had over 34 jump balls?
I remember that. It was
when Loup was playing.
It was a high amount. It was Twin Loup basketball, but they turned it over. Now Coyotes back the other way. A rattled in 10-footer by Burnett. She scores 2 more. Twin Loup back on the offensive side. They work it around to Shada. Vincent with it up top now. Trying to get it off to Mahler. Does so. Under 30 seconds to go in this one. Mahler cut off. Now Shada right side. Up top to Smith. Aaron Smith lost it. Tracks it down. 20 seconds to go. Now Riley Schmidt picks it off for Anselmo-Merna. Schmidt into the front court. Gives it off to McIntyre. They go to Burnett near side. Burnett over to McIntyre. Can't get the 3 to go. Halsey Baxter couldn't get the 3 to go. Rebound to Lexi Starr. And time will run out on this one as Mahler throws up a shot that falls short. And it's a 66-31 victory. And Anselmo-Merna comes into Dunning and has a dominating win over Twin Loup to advance to the semifinals of the MNAC Girls Tournament. So game 1 of 2 has gone final. We'll take one last break in this contest. And we'll take a look at the numbers and then get you set up for Sandhills, Thedford, and Sandhills Valley. You're listening to Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Ag loves supporting the Central Nebraska community. Whether it's a local event or a sporting event for the kids, they support the local youth from the area because they are our future. Life gets crazy and you can't make it to every event. That's why they're proud to help sponsor this broadcast for those who want to cheer on the bright student athletes of Central Nebraska. Whether from home, in the shop, in the tractor, or on the road, enjoy the broadcast. Brought to you by Tri-S Ag.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is being brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters, whose members include Orville's Repair, Prairie Thunder Game Birds, Roberts Chiropractic, Sargent Chamber of Commerce, Sargent Education Association, Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Insurance Agency, Sargent Packing, Seidel Construction, Sitka Law Office LLC, Speltz Lumber, Schlegel Angus, Kristen Schlegel, and Stoll, Gavecki, and Piscorsi PC. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, and Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Ag producers know that healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies for optimum benefit to your herd and your soil, along with other related topics at AeroSeed's annual Soil Health Regeneration Conference, Wednesday the 31st in Broken Bow, featuring Nick Smith from Epworth, Iowa. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by January 25th is required. Learn more and register online at aeroseed.com or call AeroSeed in Broken Bow by January 25th.
Game 1 of 2 has gone final here in Dunning. It's a victory for Anselmo-Merna in the girls bracket, 66-31 over Twin Loup. They advance into the semifinals. With a look at your final numbers, here's Larry.
All right, let's take a look first of all at Anselmo-Merna. They had 10 different players in the scorebook. 24 points from McKenna Miller. She scored the first 9. She was the only player in double figures for AM, but there was others that scored. Shaylee Coleman had 7 points for Rhiannon Myers, as well as 7 off the bench for Kaylee Klein. 5 points on the evening for Lily Thornton, as well as Addison Priest. 4 points this evening for Mackenzie Burnett, all in the fourth quarter, and 2 points each for Gracie McIntyre, Riley Schmidt and Riley Marsh. Now for Twin Loup, they were led here tonight by Madison Glidden with 9 points, 8 of those coming in the second quarter. Reagan Mahler was right behind her with 8 points in the ball game. 6 for Miranda Olson, all in the second half. 3 points each for Cassidy Grant and Lorena Shada, and 2 points on the evening for Aaron Smith. All the team stats, they were dominated by Anselmo-Merna. Turnovers, 14 for AM, 23 were whistled against Twin Loup. The rebounding, unbelievable. 46 rebounds for Anselmo-Merna. The Lady Wolves had half that at 23. Free throw line, AM very well there tonight as well. 9 of 12, while Twin Loup ended up 6 of 15. So again, your leading scorers here for tonight. For Anselmo-Merna, it was McKenna Miller leading the way with 24 points. And for Twin Loup, Madison Glidden had 9. Your final score, 66-31. AM picks up their 6th win, and they snap a long losing streak, but they don't look like a team that should be 6-10. They're going to be a team to deal with in the semifinals on Thursday.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. That is the final in the first game, 66-31. Again, the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes getting the victory. We'll step away, listen to a little bit of music on KBBN. You'll continue to see the warm-ups happening on your screen on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. We'll reset, and we'll get you set up for the number 1 and number 8 seed battle between Sandhills Thedford and Sandhills Valley. It's coming up on KBBN Radio 95.3 FM. Enjoy some Green Day while you wait.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
And again, welcome back to Dunning as we get set up for our second of two broadcasts on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. This particular broadcast will pit the number 1 seed Sandhills Thedford against the 8 seed Sandhills Valley. Before we get into the broadcast, we want to start by thanking our sponsors that have made it possible for you today. They include Thrivent Financial, 4 County Heating and Air, Backbone of Healthcare, Gaffney Farms, Clang Financial, Kimbers, Sandhill Oil, Consolidated, With Love Co. Photography, Thedford Lumber, Ewalt's Grocery, Midwest Partitions, Bass Enterprises, Anthem Coffee, Nebraska State Bank, Ron's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Beard for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, and A to Z Lawn Pro. We'll hear from some of those sponsors when we come back. We'll give a big shout out and thank you to the video sponsors. Those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube are seeing scroll at the top right-hand part of your screen. Thanks for choosing Central Nebraska's Sports Source for MNAC Action 2024.
Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Kimbers, proud Sandhills Valley Maverick supporters. From fuel to food, when you're on the go, turn towards Kimbers on Highway 83, just outside of Stapleton. Pick up a snack to fuel yourself up or pull up to the pumps and get your vehicle ready to hit the road. The next time you're driving down Highway 83 and need a pit stop, make sure you stop by Kimbers. They're happy to help bring you this sports broadcast while cheering on the Sandhills Valley Mavericks.
Sandhill Oil was founded in 1961, and they've enjoyed serving the great communities of the Sandhills ever since. They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery as well as propane delivery. When it comes to Walker lawn mowers, Sandhill Oil is where you should turn for those needs you have. They're built to mow efficiently while leaving a gentle footprint and beautiful cut turf behind. Proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast, Sandhill Oil, with locations in Thedford, Hyannis, and Valentine.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
A camera can tell a story. A camera can create lasting memories we treasure forever. Right now's the time to be getting in touch with Bridget at With Love Co. Photography for those warm weather shoots, like ranch life, branding, and senior sessions. Bridget is to the moon passionate about these types of sessions, so you can be sure your time in front of her camera is fun, memorable, and exciting. Capturing what you love. With Love Co. Photography. Call 308-645-9073.
When you need to get some work done, you want to get it done with quality materials and tools. That's what you'll find at Thedford Lumber. It all starts with the red tools from Milwaukee, a name that means quality and durability. Thedford Lumber also offers a full line of fencing goods, lumber, hardware, and paint. Whether you know what you need to complete your project or you're looking for a helpful partner in taking the first steps, Thedford Lumber is excited to see you through their doors. Thedford Lumber, Main Street in Thedford, proud to support the Knights and all our area student athletes.
As you can probably imagine, it is not easy to pull off a video stream on the road and set up all the equipment right next to the court to bring you these broadcasts. What makes it possible are the sponsors you see scrolling on your screen on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter this evening. They include With Love Co., Thedford Lumber, Midwest Partitions, Anthem Coffee, Palmer Monument, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, Mead Lumber Broken Bow, Culligan, Broken Bow Livestock, Lines Appliance, Callaway District Hospital, Agribest Feeds, Sandhills Custom Creations, Custer Public Power District, Cattleman's Cut, BD Broken Bow, and Gibbons Seed. Thank you so much to every single one of those video sponsors for believing that a radio station can pull off a video stream, and thank you to all of you tuning in to the video broadcast as well. If you're listening to the radio broadcast and you want to watch the video broadcast, just go to sandhillsexpress.com/live. You'll find the links that you can follow right there. If you have a smart TV, a tablet, or a phone, you can watch through the YouTube app. As far as video quality, YouTube offers the best option, and looking at the numbers right now, that is where a majority of you are watching. If you are watching and you have to go on the road, we don't want you watching your screen as you drive. You can tune in at 95.3 FM as well as KBBN.com, or download the free app for your smartphone, sync it in through your speakers in your car, and you're set to go that way as well. Sandhills Thedford and Sandhills Valley coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Ewald's Grocery is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. Everyone at Ewald's Grocery takes pride in their community, and they appreciate your business. With over 80 years of business, they're honored and privileged to serve the local community. They're big supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights and love every opportunity they get to cheer on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery in Thedford, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Midwest Partitions Incorporated in Thedford would like to take this opportunity to salute all of the student athletes in the area for working hard to prepare for every contest of the season. Through all the hard work and determination you show, you are setting a foundation for a successful future after high school. Good work from Midwest Partitions, delivering expertise, efficiency, and execution. Midwest Partitions Incorporated in Thedford.
Teresa Bass with Bass Enterprises, located in Broken Bow, is proud to support all varieties of sports in central Nebraska, and especially the athletes that compete in them. Teresa offers accident, dental, cancer, and hospital plans, as well as VSP Vision Insurance. Give her a ring at 870-1485 or swing in and talk to her in Broken Bow about how she can help with coverage. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you by Teresa Bass with Bass Enterprises of Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Anthem Coffee in Thedford. We all have our passions. For them, it's coffee. You'll taste it with every sip. Thomas Rhett said it best. Everybody has a small town anthem. Everybody's got a story to tell. At Anthem Coffee in Thedford, share your stories and memories with friends and family over a cup of coffee, a smoothie, protein drink, tea, or one of their delicious breakfast or lunch sandwiches, scones, oatmeal, panini, soups, and more. Open Monday to Friday, 7 to 4, and Saturdays, 8 until 2. Anthem Coffee in Thedford.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Dunning as we are getting closer to the start between the number 1 seeded Sandhills Thedford Knights and the number 8 seed Sandhills Valley Mavericks. Welcome Larry Cotner back into the broadcast. Larry, these are two teams that kind of have opposite records, but you know how it goes when you get into postseason play and even conference play. You play the game, you go out there, and you fight to get the result that you want, and certainly both of these teams know what result they want. The question is whether or not they can stop their opponent from doing the same thing.
Well, and you look at Sandhills Thedford, they're having a great year, 12-3 on the season. Their 3 losses are to teams that are a combined 37-5. Two teams with just 1 loss, and a pretty good Shelton team that's getting hot that's 10-3, and so that's some pretty good competition that they've played this year, and that they've got that fine record. And then you look at Sandhills Valley; they have really struggled this year to put points on the board. They're short on numbers. They've got 7 girls that'll be suiting up here tonight. They have struggled this year, but they'll go out there and give it their best. And these two teams did play just a little over a week ago, and it was all Sandhills Thedford in that one, and they'll be the big favorite in this one.
All right, so as we look at what the situation is right now in the MNAC Girls Tournament bracket, earlier on this evening, Anselmo-Merna getting the victory over Twin Loup, 66-31. They have punched their ticket forward into the semifinals on Thursday. Sandhills Thedford and Sandhills Valley getting set to play here in a little bit less than 3 minutes, trying to do the same. Over on the other half of the bracket, Arthur County and Mullen were playing. Did you have a final on that one, Larry?
Yeah, they just went final about 2 minutes ago. Arthur County defeating Mullen 34-29.
Okay, so Arthur County advances forward. Brady and South Loup are getting set to play in game number 2 there from Brady this evening. After tonight is up, we will know our 4 teams in the girls tournament that have advanced to the semifinal. We already know the boys teams that have advanced. The top-seeded South Loup got a victory 66-38 over Brady last night. Sandhills Valley got the 5-4 seed upset, 35-33 over Mullen. Sandhills Thedford, the 2 seed in the boys bracket, they got a victory. And Twin Loup got a win by 3 points over Anselmo-Merna for the 4 boys teams in MNAC action on the boys tournament. We'll take one last break. When we come back, the starting lineups coming your way on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Healthy soil is the foundation for profitable, productive, and sound agricultural systems. Learn more about grazing strategies for optimum benefit to your herd and your soil, along with other related topics at AeroSeed's annual Soil Health Regeneration Conference, Wednesday the 31st in Broken Bow, featuring Nick Smith from Epworth, Iowa. Seating is limited for this free conference, so pre-registration by January 25th is required. Learn more and register online at aeroseed.com or call AeroSeed in Broken Bow by January 25th.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
And we come back here to Sandhills High School Gymnasium. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors, the number 8 seed Sandhills Valley Lady Mavericks. 0-12 on the year. They'll go this way. It'll no heights on the roster available to us. It'll be freshman Briley Kramer. Also starting, Cameron Kramer. She is also a freshman. Sophomore, Kelsey Amos. Rachel Kemp Powers. She is a sophomore. And Ray Bruns, a sophomore. So you're looking at 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen as the starting lineup for Sandhills Valley. Head coach is Bridget Weems. Assisting tonight is Chelsea Myers. Regular assistant coach Katie McVeigh just had a baby here recently, and so we say congratulations to her on that. So again, it'll be the 2 Kramer girls along with Bruns, Moore, and Kemp Powers. For Sandhills Thedford, they are 12-3, the number 1 seed. They are coached by Cale Anderson, assisted by Lauren Hayden and Jake Trosper. And they'll start this way. It'll be Carly Hakey, 5'5" junior. Arena Fetty, a 5'9" senior. Lainey Dahlberg, 6 foot and a sophomore. Dale Hakey, a senior, 5 foot 10 inches tall. And Jalen Dimmitt, a 5 foot 7 inch senior. Once again, it'll be Hakey, Fetty, Dahlberg, Dale Hakey, and Jalen Dimmitt. And that is a look at your starting lineups as we get you ready for this matchup between Sandhills Thedford and Sandhills Valley. And when we talk about the Knights here, Jeremy, you got to talk about that duo inside, Dahlberg and Dale Hakey. They can really get it done.
Yeah, they can really get it done, not only offensively, but I think even bigger in the game of basketball these days is just having good, solid rebounders. When you know that you don't have to worry about somebody going and finding somebody to box out and getting good position to pull down lots of rebounds, it just makes everything else flow so much easier to know that you don't have to worry about what's going on down in the paint because you got two leaders down there kind of keying everything in. So you're right in saying that they're kind of a big key for Sandhills Thedford and the success they've had this season.
Tap is controlled by the Lady Knights with the basketball. That is Carly Hakey. They work it up to the high post with the basketball. Dahlberg gives off to Dimmitt. Lob over to Dale Hakey. In low to Dahlberg. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, though, up and in with the left hand. Carly Hakey with the board and the putback. Plus, she'll be fouled and will have an opportunity to complete the three-point play. But Ray Bruns will get the foul. At the line, Hakey takes her time, puts it up. No good. Long rebound. Run down and take it out of there. Cleared out by Briley Kramer. Kramer into the forecourt. Looking to get a screen. Works it over to the right side. High post. Knocked away. Stolen away by Carly Hakey. Lead ahead. Stolen right back by Briley Kramer. Feed ahead to Bruns. Bruns in the forecourt. Works it over to the right side. Man-to-man defense being applied by the Lady Knights. Kramer looking down low. Working against Dimmitt. Feeds to the high post for Cameron Kramer. Kramer over to Briley Kramer on the run. Her pass tip goes into Cameron Kramer's hands. She'll knock it down from 8 feet away, and we're tied at 2 apiece.
Kind of a look what I found type of situation. Found right into her hands. Didn't wait for the defense to get there. Went right up with it, and now Sandhills Thedford turns it over.
Pass was intended for Fetty, a little tall from Lainey Dahlberg, and the turnover will give it back to Sandhills Valley. Lady Mavericks will head the other direction. Briley Kramer working against Carly Hakey, goes to the left hand. Dish over to the left side. Amos looking down low, and a foul will go against Fetty for Sandhills Thedford. We've played a minute 20. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. Amos to throw it in, baseline left side. Gets it in to Kramer. Briley has it, bounce into the paint. Working, Amos. Couldn't get the shot to go, and the rebound cleared out by Dale Hakey. Outlet to Dimmitt. Dimmitt down the right side. Holds it up on the wing, feed down low. Dale Hakey up and in. Good look that time from Dimmitt to find her teammate Hakey down low. It's a 4-2 lead for Sandhills Thedford. And a quick timeout going to be taken by Sandhills Valley. We'll take it with them. 6:17 to go first quarter. 4-2 Sandhills Thedford.
Been helping customers acquire new and or improve existing homes for over 90 years. We are excited to have the opportunity to help you finance your home purchase, improvement, or refinance. Whether it is move-in ready or a fixer-upper, we have mortgage experts who are up to speed on all types of financial solutions. We will work with you from application to closing to make the process as easy as possible. Get the keys to your dream home with Custer Federal, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Grocery Cart Rewards Program is a great way for you to save on items in the aisles and on gas for your car. Every month we feature new products you can purchase with points you earn from shopping at the Grocery Cart, or use your points at Casey's and Broken Bow to fill up with a discount. Signing up is easy, just ask them at the Grocery Cart. Scan your card and earn those free groceries. It's easy as that at Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
And we come back here to Sandhills High School Gymnasium. 4-2 Sandhills Thedford on top of Sandhills Valley. Lady Mavericks took an early timeout to talk things over and set up some strategy. Bruns has it up top. Works it over to the left side. Briley Kramer. Bounce up top for Amos. Over to Bruns. Dribbles in. Cut off. Tipped away by Dimmitt and taken away by Carly Hakey. 2-on-2. Takes it right down the middle. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Dale Hakey. No good. Rebound fought for and cleared out of there by Dimmitt. Dale Hakey will bring it back out and they'll reset their offense. Dimmitt, left side for Carly Hakey, into the corner for Dahlberg. Dahlberg working against the zone defense, takes it in, puts it up and in. Lainey Dahlberg with the bucket, and Sandhills Thedford extends their lead to 6-2.
Well, you know, if Sandhills Thedford gets too many of those looks inside, 3 that possession, they're eventually going to make one of those.
Dimmitt with the steal, finds her teammate, left-handed layup, no good from Hakey. Rebound Dimmitt, and she is fouled by Briley Kramer. And that will put to the free throw line senior Jalen Dimmitt for Sandhills Thedford. First free throw, good. Checking in for Bruns will be Nevaeh White. She is also a freshman, so now 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores out there for Sandhills Valley. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Dale Hakey, no good. Follow up, no good. Rebound to Dahlberg. Kicks it out to Dimmitt. Looked at the 3. Now dribbles in. Fires the 12-footer and hits it. Jalen Dimmitt puts it down, and now the Lady Knights have opened up a 7-point advantage at 9-2. Over on the left side, Briley Kramer. Double team. Gives off to White. White has it stripped away. Coming the other way, Dimmitt, she'll take it in, lay it up and in. Jalen Dimmitt with the steal in the hoop.
Leads all scorers with 5.
11-2 the score. 4:48 to go, opening quarter. Kramer loses the ball. Dimmitt trying to take it away, and Kramer trying to get it back. Last touched it as it goes out of bounds. Dimmitt's going to come out, and Cora Martindale, 5'2 freshman, will check in. Bruns coming back in, and White will sit down for Sandhills Valley. Charles C. Tion is also checked in, 5'9 senior for Sandhills Thedford. Left open, looked at the 15-footer, didn't take it. She found her teammate more open, and Lainey Dahlberg will put it down point-blank range. 13-12 down to score. Martindale hawking on Briley Kramer. Knocked it away, but Kramer gets it back. Holds up, gives off to Bruns. Bruns over to the right side, back over left side to Kramer. Kramer working it in. Had it knocked away, got it back. Double team, looking to get rid of it, and it's stripped away by Dahlberg. Outlet to Carly Hakey. Lead ahead for Martindale underneath. Nowhere to go, kicks it back out top for Tion. And now Carly Hakey will reset the offense. Works it right side. Martindale into the corner for Dale Hakey. Now Carly Hakey. Left side to Tion. Tion cut off on the wing. Driving in, Hakey from 15, that's Carly. Couldn't get it to go, and the rebound brought down by Amos for Sandhills Valley. 3:33 to go here in quarter number 1. 13-2, Sandhills Thedford with the lead. Lady Mavericks of Sandhills Valley with the basketball. And a walk going to be called on Kramer. Pretty good defense that time by Tion, as she got kind of a piece of the ball and pushed back, and Kramer lost her balance.
And Sandhills Valley now just kind of needing to get a little bit more into that half-court offense, but Sandhills Thedford's defense really not allowing them the opportunity to get shots up.
Tion over to Martindale, 15-footer, in and out, no good. Long rebound comes out to Bruns. Bray Bruns will bring it across the timeline center court. Work against Martindale. Bounce over to Kramer. Briley with it. Working against Hakey. Pass into the middle. Shot put up from about 10 by Cameron Kramer. No good. And the rebound to the Lady Knights. Martindale into the forecourt. Trying to feed down low. Stolen away by Bruns. She just put her arms up, came away with the ball. Double team. Kicks it back out now to Cameron Kramer. Now back to Bruns. Bruns on the right wing. And reaching in and tying her up is Cora Martindale. Coming in now for Sandhills Thedford, Fetty will return. White will come back in for Sandhills Valley. 2:34 remaining here in the first quarter, 13-2. Sandhills, Thedford. Inbounds, Amos gets it out to Briley Kramer. Going for Cameron Kramer, it's stolen away. Fetty trying to lead it ahead from Martindale. Can't run it down, and it'll be a turnover on the Lady Knights. 2:28 to go here in the quarter. Winner plays Anselmo-Merna in the semifinals on Thursday at Broken Bow High School. With it up top, Kramer. Bounce over to the right side. White dribbles in, goes to the left hand. Cut off nicely there. Feed out top. 3-ball on the way, no good from Amos. And it's taken out of there by Dahlberg. Outlets to Callan Cox, who's checked in the lineup. Fetty to Dahlberg. 8-footer, up and in. High arching shot goes for Laney Dahlberg.
Dahlberg leads all scorers now with 6.
15-2 the score. Minute 50 remaining here in quarter number 1. Kramer to Amos, and it's stolen away. Dahlberg, outlet ahead to Martindale, runs it down underneath the hoop, puts it up too strong. Weak side rebound Cox, her follow no good. Rebound Dahlberg, her follow up no good. And finally taken out of there by Cameron Kramer. Sandhills Thedford got some good looks, but they wouldn't fall for her. With it, it's Amos. Work over to the right side for Briley Kramer. Goes to the dribble, takes it in, cut off. And Martindale nearly with the steal, but couldn't control it as it goes out of bounds. Runs back in for Sandhills Valley. Dimmitt and Dale Hakey come back in for Sandhills Thedford. Amos to toss it in from the side. Finds Briley Kramer. Minute 12 going here in this opening quarter. Kramer over to the right side. Picks up the dribble. Finds Amos, top of the key. Bounce over to the right side. Kramer could not handle it. It'll go out of bounds. Turnover on the Lady Mavericks. Exactly 1 minute remaining here in quarter number 1. Dimmitt into the corner. Fetty controls there. Fetty on the run into the paint. Drives, puts it up too strong. Rebound, follow up and in with the left hand. That's Dale Hakey. 17-2 now the score. Clock down to 40 seconds to go in the first. Kramer being hawked by Martindale, then loses the ball as Cox picks her up. Feed into the paint, knocked away and taken away by Fetty. Gives off to Dimmitt. Dimmitt into the forecourt. Finds Cox, top of the key. High post to Dale Hakey. Now right side Fetty along the baseline, puts it up no good. And the weak side rebound to Bruns. Sandhills Valley with 13 seconds to work with. Kramer to the dribble, cut off, down to 7 seconds. Gonna have to get a shot off here pretty quick. Bruns up top, down to 2 seconds. Shot by Amos at the buzzer, got it to go. Kissed it off the glass from the free throw line, and that's the end of the first quarter. After one, Sandhills Thedford 17. Sandhills Valley 4. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
If the cold weather does anything, it makes us notice the drafts our homes are letting through. Meath Lumber in Broken Bow is proud to be your local solution for sailing up those drafts and making your home more efficient. They sell quality Anderson windows. Both 100 and 400 series are available for your new construction or replacement project. Of course, they have the foam for around those windows too. Meath Lumber is still being remodeled, but inside, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help with your DIY projects.
And we come back to Sandhills High School Gymnasium. 17-4 the score. With it, it's Fetty. Fetty into the corner, finds Carly Hickey, drives, left it short, rebound Dimmitt. nowhere to go, and a foul will be called. And let's see who this one is called on. It will go on Kelsey Amos. First foul on her, first foul in the quarter, and it's going to put Dimmitt to the line. Free throw no good. Jalen will have a second shot. Spins it, sends it, and gets the nice roll. 18-4 the score.
She's 2 for 4 from the line.
Briley Kramer across the timeline. Works it to the left side. Over to Amos on the right wing. Ball tipped away and taken out of there by Dimmitt. Dimmitt quickly ahead to Carly Hakey. Lost the ball momentarily. Back to Dimmitt. Fakes the three. Drives the baseline. Has a lane. Too strong. Got her own board. Kicks it back out to Hakey. Carly with the three. No good. Rebound taken out of there by Dahlberg. Nice look to find Fetty. She couldn't get it to go. And the rebound in the corner. Saved by Fetty, but taken out of there by Briley Kramer. Sandhills Thedford's had some great looks down low, but have missed some shots. Hakey will tip that one away from Kramer.
Yeah, you mentioned the close shots. That's kind of been a recurring theme here early for Sandhills Thedford. Plenty of shots inside, lots of missed layups and short shots. But really, more often than not, it's kind of resulted in them kind of just padding the rebound numbers. They're kind of getting the rebounds and those second and third opportunities at it and eventually ending in a score. There's been a few that have been empty possessions, though.
Bruns back in there. Also, Whitley Rasmussen is checked in now for Sandhills Thedford, and Briley Kramer called for the walk on the inbounds. Turnover gives it back to Sandhills Thedford. Top seed of this MNAC tournament, leading 18-4. Gives it off to Rasmussen. She'll bring it up top. Work it over to the left side. Dimmitt, lob down low. Nice play. Pass to Fetty. Couldn't get it to go. But there is Dale Hakey to clean things up and put it back in. 20-4. 6:38 remaining here in the half. Kramer, crossover dribble, gets it over to Bruns. Stops. Bounce way up top for Amos. Amos spins, goes down low. Shot put up off the glass and good for Rachel Kemp Powers. That's her first two. Rasmussen down low. Dale Hakey quickly puts it up and in. And Sandhills Thedford a lot of times will push their offense. Won't let you rest on the defensive end. Kramer stolen away. Fetty one-on-one. Kramer reaches in and knocks it away. Good hustle.
Yeah, good hustle's right. So often, especially in a game that's kind of not gone the way of Sandhills Valley here early, teams will give up on plays like that, but Kramer runs back, shows she's not going to give up, pokes it out of there, and now rest of her teammates can come down and join her on defense.
Tion back in the lineup. The inbounds will go to Dimmitt. Back out to Rasmussen, into the paint, Dale Hakey, back to Rasmussen. Ball tipped out of bounds by Briley Kramer right in front of the Sandhills Valley bench. And Dimmitt will trigger it in. Gets it into Rasmussen. Finds Fetty. Nice feed down into the low post where Dale Hakey was posted up. She got the easy two. 24-6. 5:42 to go here in quarter number two. Work over to the left side, controlling there, Briley Kramer. Kramer, pass tipped by Dimmitt, taken by Tion. Lead ahead to Fetty. She'll drive into the paint. Dish down low, left-handed up and in for Dale Hakey.
I'm pretty sure that was a no-look pass. I think she just knew Dale. We talked about that position thing with rebounds, but it also comes to offensive position. Dale Hakey, good position. Her teammate knew she could count on her being there.
26-6 now the score. 5:08 to go, first half. Bruns, ball knocked away by Dimmitt, but Bruns gets it back. Feed into the paint, intended for Kemp Powers, but it was tipped away by Dale Hakey. Nevaeh White coming back in. And also coming in, Callan Cox for Sandhills Thedford. Amos to toss it in, baseline right side, feeds it up top through the hands of Bruns, but she'll run it down. Picked up out there by Cox. Work over to the left side. White for a long one. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, though, to Amos. Her follow-up and in. High off the glass. 26-8. Feet ahead. Fetty drives, puts it up, puts it in. It'll count. She'll go to the free throw line.
That seems like Sandhills Thedford, like you said before, Larry, really likes to push the ball after makes by their opponents. Maybe even harder than having a long leak out on the rebound.
Kelsey Amos's second foul. Free throw by Fetty will not go. It's tipped around, controlled by Bruns. Bruns will come the other direction for the Lady Mavericks. Works it over to the right side, to the high post, to Kramer. Kramer to the wing, and now she'll bring it back out top. Knocked away, stolen away by Jalen Dimmitt. She'll lay it up and in. Dimmitt with two more off the steal. 30-8. 4:12 remaining here in quarter number 2. And a timeout going to be taken. And we'll keep it here right now. Remind you that you don't want to let low back and leg pain reduce your quality of life. Studies suggest spinal manipulation as the first method of treatment. Having pain? Call Dr. Chad Hackle with Backbone of Healthcare at 872-2171 or visit them Monday through Friday on South 9th Avenue in Broken Bow. Well, two teams have already advanced to the next round. Anselmo-Merna here at Dunning and also Arthur County down in Brady. Brady and South Loup playing in the other matchup down in Brady tonight. Here it's 30-8 in favor of the top seed, Sandhills Thedford. Lady Mavericks of Sandhills Valley will toss it in. Amos to Bruns. Back over to White. White, top of the key, left side for Bruns. They'll work it around the perimeter. White controls up top. Cox on her in the man-to-man. Actually, it's a 2-3 zone being shown by Sandhills Valley or by Sandhills Thedford. Sandhills Valley having trouble with the pass on the interior, and the turnover gives it back to the Lady Knights. Cox into the forecourt. Feed into the paint. Martindale trying to get it to Dahlberg, and Amos able to knock that one out of bounds. Rasmussen will trigger it in, baseline right side. Feed into Martindale. She'll toe up the three. Got it! Three-pointer for Cora Martindale, the freshman, off the bench. Oh, wait a minute. They'll give her two.
Yep.
They'll say a foot was on the line, so 32-8. Now White with the three-pointer. That one's going to come up short, and we'll head the other direction. Rachel Kemp Powers will check back in now for the Lady Mavericks. And now also coming in now for Sandhills Thedford will be Haley Dimmitt, 5'5" junior, first time in the ball game for her. Cox will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Knights. Off the right side, Martindale lost it, but it goes right into the hands of Dahlberg. She couldn't get it to go, got her own board, brings it back out, and they'll reset the offense. On the perimeter, Martindale finds Whitley Rasmussen on the wing. They'll work it up top for Cox. Cox over to Dimmitt. Dimmitt dribbles in. Cut off on the baseline. Back out to Cox for a three. And Callan Cox knocks that one home. 35-8, 2:56 remaining in quarter number 2. With the basketball, Briley Kramer to Bruns. Through the legs of Amos, and a turnover on the Mavericks.
Kelsey Amos, the leading scorer for Sandhills Valley with her 4 points. Lady Knights doing a good job. Still working their offense. Can be just as hard in a tight game as it is in a lopsided game to do your thing, as Dimmitt knocks home a 2 as well.
Haley Dimmitt from the left side puts it down from about 18 feet. 37-8. With the basketball, Amos up top finds Bruns. Works in. Kemp Powers blocked by Dahlberg, and then a tie-up. And we'll go the other direction. And coming in for Sandhills, Thedford. Checking in for the first time tonight, freshman, 5'8", Keaton Licking. And Dahlberg will take a seat.
And they just realized that the possession arrow was either incorrect or the official reported it wrong, so it will actually be Sandhills Valley ball.
So the Lady Mavericks will trigger it in, baseline right side. Amos into Bruns, over to Kramer. Kramer driving, lost her balance, but is going to also be fouled. That's the first foul of the quarter against Sandhills Thedford, and the first personal against Haley Dimmitt.
Only 6 total fouls have been called in this game.
Into the paint. No opportunity there for Cameron Kramer, so they'll work it back out. Riley Kramer has it, works left side. Bruns open from 18, it won't go. Weak side rebound cleared out of there by Cox. Cox ahead to Dimmitt. Dimmitt back over to Cox. Cox running 10-footer, won't go. Rebound tried to be saved in by Dimmitt, but could not. It'll go back over to Sandhills Valley. Minute 49 to go here before halftime. Crossing the timeline, center court, it's Briley Kramer. Works it over to the left side, back out to Amos. Over to Bruns, right side. Looking against that 2-3 zone. Kemp Powers puts it up, and no good. Goes on out of bounds after kissing off the backboard. And we'll go the other direction. Cox, no backcourt pressure as she'll bring it into the forecourt. Finds Dimmitt on the left wing. Controlling it there, Licking. Now over to the right side, Cox controls. Up top, Martindale on the drive. Tries to wiggle through traffic and took that extra step. Turnover against Sandhills Thedford.
On Sandhills Valley just kind of packed it in right there. They kept their hands high and then just kind of shifted their hips in, and it would have taken probably the most impressive Euro step I've ever seen to weave through everybody down there.
Bruns lost it momentarily. Ball on the floor, and Bruns comes away with it, and then a tie-up situation as Martindale able to tie her up, and with 1:01 remaining in the quarter, we'll go the other direction. White's going to come back in for Sandhills Valley. Cox brings it across the timeline. Works it off to the right side to Martindale. Into the paint. Cox lost it. Got it back. Back out to Dimmitt for a 15-footer. No good. Kept alive by Cox. Dimmitt again drives down along the baseline. Puts it up high. Wouldn't go. Tipped around and controlled by White in the corner. She'll give it off to Kramer. 39 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Kramer off the right side. Up top for White. Dribbles in. Lost it, but Kramer runs it down. Drives the left side. She's double teamed. Going to have to get rid of it soon, and finally does to White. Works it up top. Down to 18 seconds remaining. Now Amos. Amos works herself over to the right side, trying to find a lane, and she'll draw a foul. We'll see if this is a shooting opportunity or not.
And it will be. And they're gonna call this one Whitley Rasmussen, her first.
So it will be a shooting opportunity. Do want to remind you, your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help you with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial is located in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. First free throw, no good. 11.8 left to go here in the half. Second one for Kelsey Amos is up and in. 37-9 the score, and Sandhills Thedford will see if they can get one more opportunity before the half ends. Shot from 12, no good by Cox. Rebound taken by White, and Sandhills Valley may get one more opportunity. Going to have to fire it up, though, and the clock will run out. We head to the halftime locker room. Your score, the top seed of the MNAC tournament, Sandhills Thedford, on top of the 8th seed, Sandhills Valley, 37-9. We'll be back with halftime numbers after this on 95.3.
Physical therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapist will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is all about gearing you up for sports, whether it's for participating or for cheering from the stands. They have it. Scott is extending their semi-annual shoe sale in case the cold and snow has been keeping you from shopping. All regular price shoes are marked 20% off. Head through their door on the west side of the square and take advantage of big savings. The semi-annual shoe sale at Geared for Sports. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Get your gear at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Happy New Year from all of us at Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow. We thank you for trusting us with your family's care throughout the year. And we look forward to making your healthcare experience comfortable and dependable for years to come. We invite you to visit our website, melham.org, to learn more about us, including our services, history, careers, and more. That's melham.org. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care. Wishing you a Happy New Year.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
And we come back to Sandhills High School Gymnasium, side of the quarterfinals, one of the quarterfinals sites tonight for the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference basketball tournament for the girls. Thrivent is proud to support the area teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Thrivent representative Scott Harvey is excited to help you reach your financial goals. He will help you create a financial strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. Whether it's insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, give Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial a call at 308-872-2511. Halftime score, Sandhills Thedford on top of Sandhills Valley, 37-9. To break down the numbers, here's Jeremy Scheid.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll start with the numbers for Sandhills Valley. Kelsey Amos leading the scoring for the Mavericks with 2 points apiece for Cameron Kramer, as well as Rachel Kemp Powers to round out the scoring for Sandhills Thedford. Double-digit rebounds for Sandhills Valley. They've pulled down 10. They are 1 of 2 from the free throw line. You look the way of Sandhills Thedford, 8 different players in the scorebook there in the first half. They were led by Dale Hakey, the lone player for either team in double digits with 12. 8 points put in the first half by Jalen Dimmitt, 6 points from Lainey Dahlberg. 3 points put in by Callan Cox, and 2 points apiece for Carly Hakey, Arena Fetty, Cora Martindale, and Haley Dimmitt to round out the scoring for Sandhills Thedford. Sandhills Thedford, like we mentioned in the pregame, a really good rebounding team. They show that here in the first half, out-rebounding Sandhills Valley 19-10. They also took care of the basketball, turning it over 5 times unofficially. They were 50% from the free throw line, shooting 2 of 4. Again, Sandhills Valley led in scoring by Kelsey Amos with 5. For Sandhills Thedford, it's Dale Hakey with 12 at the half.
37-9 the score in favor of Sandhills Thedford. We'll take a break, come back, and update you on what's going on in other action right after this on 95.3.
A distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Kimber's, proud Sandhills Valley Maverick supporters. From fuel to food, when you're on the go, turn towards Kimber's on Highway 83, just outside of Stapleton. Pick up a snack to fuel yourself up or pull up to the pumps and get your vehicle ready to hit the road. The next time you're driving down Highway 83 and need a pit stop, make sure you stop by Kimber's. They're happy to help bring you this sports broadcast while cheering on the Sandhills Valley Mavericks.
Sandhill Oil was founded in 1961, and they've enjoyed serving the great communities of the Sandhills ever since. They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery as well as propane delivery. When it comes to Walker lawnmowers, Sandhill Oil is where you should turn for those needs you have. They're built to mow efficiently while leaving a gentle footprint and beautiful cut turf behind. Proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast, Sandhill Oil, with locations in Thedford, Hyannis, and Valentine.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on their students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on local school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, look for them now on Facebook, facebook.com/Consolidated Companies.
A camera can tell a story. A camera can create lasting memories we treasure forever. Right now's the time to be getting in touch with Bridget at With Love Co. Photography for those warm weather shoots, like ranch life, branding, and senior sessions. Bridget is to the moon passionate about these types of sessions, so you can be sure your time in front of her camera is fun, memorable, and exciting. Capturing what you love. With Love Co. Photography. Call 308-645-9073.
And we come back here to Sandhills High School Gymnasium. 37-9, the halftime score in favor of Sandhills Thedford. Earlier tonight, the number 5 seed, Anselmo-Merna, very impressive. Big night for McKenna Miller. 24 points as Anselmo-Merna defeated Twin Loup 66-31. Also, over on the other side of the bracket in Brady, it was Arthur County downing Mullen 34-29. And at just a little before halftime, it is currently 13-13 between Brady and South Loup, the 2 and 7 seeds. So be interesting to see how that one comes out tonight down in Brady. And some good news also out of Broken Bow. They were winners tonight over Holdridge. Tougher game maybe than it was earlier in the year, but 51-39, they're going to get that victory, and they've got a big game again with Gothenburg on Friday.
Yeah, Broken Bow at the half was leading that one 24-20. We're leading by 12 at the end of 3 and ended up winning. They just allowed 9 points in the fourth quarter, won 51-39.
Play underway. Bruns had it stolen away by Dimmitt. Put up at the other end, no good, and a rebound to Bruns, and a foul will go on Carly Hakey. Original starting fives out there for both teams. Bruns, Amos, the 2 Kramer girls, and Kip Powers for Sandhills Valley. It's the 2 Hakey girls, Fetty, Dimmitt, and Dahlberg for Sandhills Thedford. Fetty with the steal, 2-on-1, takes it in, puts it up and in. Arena Fetty with the steal and hoop. Makes it a 39-9 game as we're underway here in this third quarter. With it, it's Kramer, lost the dribble, knocked away momentarily, but Amos gets it back. Takes it down to the baseline at the Bruns. Bruns brings it back out. Ball knocked away by Fetty. Can she save it from going out? No. If she could have saved it in, she had another lane to the hoop.
Yeah, lane as big as the entire half court, but man, it's so hard to, I can't even walk a tightrope standing still, let alone running full speed like that.
Kramer in the forecourt, and it knocked away by Carly Hakey. Hakey will run it into the forecourt. Lob down low. Oh, Dale Hakey wide open. That was a good look from Carly to Dale Hakey. 41-9 is the score. Here come the Mavericks. In the forecourt, Kramer, right side through the hands of Amos. It'll be a turnover, and we'll head the other direction.
Do shout-outs every now and then. We don't do a ton of shout-outs on the radio, but want to put a shout-out there to Billy Bales, big MNAC fan, big fan of listening to games on the radio. Billy told me today during Party Line he was going to listen into all the games we had, so shout-out to you, Billy, for being a big fan, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I was told earlier today that Billy was on the radio. They just said a lot of pressure for you tonight. Billy's going to be listening. So Kramer over the right side, drives, puts it up, and in and out, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Dale Hickey. Outlet to Dimmitt. Right side, oh, nice give and go. Dahlberg to Dale Hickey, who was trailing. That was just a well-run fast break. 43-9. Couple minutes into the third quarter. Knocked away from Kramer, but she gets it back. Briley will work it over left side for Bruns. Lost it and taken away by Dimmitt. Dimmitt one-on-one, puts it up and in. Makes it a 45-9 game, 5:42 to go. Across the timeline, Kramer, and a timeout going to be taken by Sandhills Valley. We'll take it with them. 5:39 remaining, third quarter. 45-9 the score.
Get it done with quality materials and tools. That's what you'll find at Thedford Lumber. It all starts with the red tools from Milwaukee, a name that means quality and durability. Thedford Lumber also offers a full line of fencing goods, lumber, hardware, and paint. Whether you know what you need to complete your project or you're looking for a helpful partner in taking the first steps, Thedford Lumber is excited to see you through their doors. Thedford Lumber, Main Street in Thedford, proud to support the Knights and all our area student athletes.
5:39 remaining here in the third. Sandhills Valley taking that timeout to reset their offense, and Amos will trigger it in, gets it into Kramer. Charleston Tion is checked into the lineup now, and she'll get a steal. Lead it ahead for Carly Hakey ahead of the pack, lays it up and in. 47-9 the score, 5:25 remaining. Third quarter. Kramer into the forecourt. Cora Martindale is also checked into the lineup. She is guarding Kramer right now. Going to be close to a 5 count, but a late foul is going to be called. Martindale got just a little too close.
I think that was Hakey on her.
Oh, you're right. Yep, Hakey.
Yeah, and that's tough because you're close to that 5-second call, like you said, but just got a little bit too close up, called for the push.
Cox back in. Fetty will sit down. Up top with it, it's White who's checked back in, and now Martindale will get a foul, trying to come up with the steal against White. So right in front of us, it'll be Kelsey Amos to throw it in. Gets it in to Bruns, working against Tion. Man-to-man defense by Sandhills Thedford. Amos down low, working against Dahlberg. Scoops it up, couldn't get it to go. Dahlberg will bring down the board. Outlet ahead to Hakey. To Martindale, down low, intended for Tion, but knocked out of bounds.
That one was close. She just about ripped that one out of there, but just enough Maverick hand on it to knock it out.
Kim Powers will come back in. Bruns will sit down. Tion will toss it in from the baseline left side. Gets it in to Hakey, toes up the long one, off the iron, no good. Run down by her own rebound up top. Off that big bounce. Right side, Tion dribbles in, works it down low to Dahlberg, off the mark, no good. Cox had it momentarily, but it's taken away by Kramer. Here come the Lady Mavericks. Center court across the timeline. Back out now to Amos, working against Cox in the man-to-man. Works it up top. White runs it down near the timeline, but it's stolen away by Martindale. She'll drive in, stop, pop partially blocked by White, and then trying to save it in was Hakey. Good defensive play after the turnover by Nevaeh White. Bruns will come back in. Riley Kramer is going to get a break. Bruns into the forecourt. Gets a screen, picks up the dribble, feed down low for Kemp Powers, knocked away by Dahlberg. Trying to buy a call.
Yeah, she tried really hard. Threw the hands back, but official wasn't buying it.
She smiled afterwards. Amos lofts it up top, stolen away. Nice move by Carly Hakey. 2-on-2. Takes it in. Bruns cuts her off, now steals it back. Ray Bruns will come the other direction now for Sandhills Valley. To the left side, and now Cox reaches in and ties up Amos, and we'll head the other direction. Kramer comes back in. Also Whitley Rasmussen checking back in now for the Lady Knights. Cox the trigger. And Hakey will bring it across the timeline. Cox controls. Martindale in the corner. Now Cox. Cut off by Bruns. Picked up the dribble. Works it up top for Hakey. Scoop over to the left side. Martindale now Tion to the free throw line. Feed over to Cox. Back out to Martindale for a long one. It would not go, and Bruns brings down the rebound along the right baseline. Ray Bruns into the forecourt. Over to Kramer. 18-footer. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, pop four. Still loose, and a tie-up. It'll stay with the Lady Mavericks. Back into the lineup, Keaton Licking for Sandhills Thedford. Amos to throw it in. Gets it to Kramer. Down low to Amos. Blocked by Rasmussen. Taken out of there by Licking. Tion quickly ahead to Martindale. Martindale on the drive into the paint. Scoops it up, no good, but she did draw the foul. It's the first one in the quarter against Sandhills Valley, but it will be a two-shot opportunity for Cora Martindale. Martindale puts it up and no good. That touched every part of the rim and spun out. Haley Dimmitt back into the lineup now for the Lady Knights. Second one by Martindale. That one is good. 48-9. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Kramer works it over to Bruns. Down low, ball thrown away, and turnover will give it back to Sandhills Thedford.
Well, they actually just called it still the Sandhills Valley. Yep. Called it down there. Fooled everyone on the court.
Somebody must have touched it over there through traffic. Lob up top, Kemp Powers. Her shot blocked by Martindale. Retrieved, though, by Kramer. Kramer feed down low underneath. Shot put up no good by Cameron Kramer, and that's retrieved by Bruns over to Briley Kramer. Now Amos. Amos works right side, stolen away by Martindale. The freshman with quick hands gets it ahead to Cox. Left side, driving the baseline. Cut off that time is Dimmitt. That's Haley Dimmitt that's in there now. Licking, feed down low for Dimmitt. Retrieved by Rasmussen. She'll lay it up and in. And it's 50-9 with 2:10 remaining here in the third. With it, Bruns. Bruns over to the left side to Cameron Kramer, and a double dribble call. With that last bucket, the 40-point rule goes into effect, so we will have a running clock for the remainder of this game. We'll only stop at the official's discretion. Shot put up no good, and the rebound brought down by Sandhills Valley. Bruns ahead to Briley Kramer. Into the corner, Cameron Kramer working against Licking. Up top, finds Briley Kramer. Drives in, nowhere to go. Kemp Powers, no shot, so She'll dish off for Amos. Knocked away from her, but into the hands of Bruns. Right side, Kemp Powers. Down low, nice spin move. Amos couldn't get it to go, but she'll draw the foul. And it'll be free throws. We'll see who they give that foul to. That will be on Martindale.
Her second.
Kelsey Amos free throw, no good. In the act of shooting, she'll have a second one. Steps up to the line, puts it up, and got it. 50-10, clock running, 40 seconds remaining here in the third. Callan Cox into the forecourt, off to Martindale on the right wing. Up top, going for the steal was Kramer. They work it over left side to Dimmitt, feed down into the paint for Rasmussen, tipped away. So almost saved by Rasmussen. Tried to, but she had a foot on the baseline. Here comes Sandhills Thedford with, or Sandhills Valley with a last opportunity here in the third. Kramer over to the left side, over to Cameron Kramer. Down to 7 seconds. Down low, that is Amos in a tie-up situation, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. We go to the fourth quarter. Sandhills Thedford in control on Sandhills Valley, 50-10. Come back and join us here on 95.3.
Ewald's Grocery is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. Everyone at Ewald's Grocery takes pride in their community, and they appreciate your business. With over 80 years of business, they're honored and privileged to serve the local community. They're big supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights and love every opportunity they get to cheer on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery in Thedford, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Fort County Heating and Air owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. No matter what the temperature is outside, they will make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 872-2258. 50-10 the score. We go to the fourth quarter, running clock situation right now. Over in Brady, it is an 18-14 lead for Brady over South Loup in that quarterfinal match. They're about halfway through the third quarter. With it on the left side, Martindale up top. Hakey for a three, off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped around and run down by a new player in the lineup. That's Anna Clark, 5'7" junior. Works it up top. And now working back to Anna. Quick step into the paint, drives, puts it up and in. 52-10 now the score. Again, we're in the running clock, so 7.5 remaining. Into the forecourt. Kramer to Bruns to Amos. And a foul will be called on Sandhills Thedford. And that will put Kelsey Amos to the line. It's the first foul of the fourth quarter. Amos will step to the line. Puts it up and no good. She'll have a second one. Well, don't forget we've got the semifinals for you on Thursday here on 95.3 and on the live stream on Sandhills Express. Second free throw, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Cameron Kramer. Stolen away, though, momentarily. It's loose, finally taken by Martindale, trying to get it to Cox, and hustling down there to knock it out of bounds was Briley Kramer. A lot going on there, but no points in the end. Clark to trigger it in. Three ball on the way for Carly Hakey, no good. Rebound, Dahlberg, no good. Rebound, Clark, she lost it, but into the hands of Martindale. And Hakey will bring it back up top and reset their offense. Martindale on the wing. Cox works it to Clark. Maybe 2 Euro steps, and it's kept alive by Dahlberg into the hands of Cox, and she stepped on the base on the inline. So we'll head the other way. Into the forecourt. Kramer bounces it to Bruns, cut off, triple team. Martindale reaches in and ties her up. It'll be Amos to toss it in for Sandhills Valley. Calls out the play, looks and feeds it up top for Bruns. Over to Kramer, bounce into the paint, intended for Kemp Powers, but through past her and taken away by Dahlberg. They'll get it quickly down court. Shot put up, no good. It would not go. Did not see actually who put that shot up. And come out of there with it, it's Kramer. Briley to Cameron, and then it's knocked away from her, and it will stay with Sandhills Valley. New players checking in now for Sandhills Thedford. Rasmussen, Licking, and Haley Dimmitt will come back in. Amos lofts it in to Kramer. Briley looking to find a cutter. Over to Amos, knocked away. Taken away by Martindale. Feed ahead. Dimmitt back out to Martindale. 3 ball on the way. Off the mark, no good. And then Dimmitt trying to keep it alive. Slaps it out towards Martindale, but it was behind her and goes on out of bounds. Timeout going to be taken. 4:18 to go in the contest. We'll be back after this. Sandhills Thedford on top.
Partitions Incorporated in Thedford would like to take this opportunity to salute all of the student athletes in the area for working hard to prepare for every contest of the season. Through all the hard work and determination you show, you are setting a foundation for a successful future after high school. Good work from Midwest Partitions, delivering expertise, efficiency, and execution. Midwest Partitions Incorporated in Thedford.
Teresa Bass with Bass Enterprises, located in Broken Bow, is proud to support all varieties of sports in central Nebraska, and especially the athletes that compete in them. Teresa offers accident, dental, cancer, and hospital plans, as well as VSP Vision Insurance. Give her a ring at 870-1485 or swing in and talk to her in Broken Bow about how she can help with your coverage. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Teresa Bass with Bass Enterprises of Broken Bow.
4:18 left to go in this one. Sandhills Thedford in control, 52-10. Lady Mavericks of Sandhills Valley with the basketball. Kramer having trouble with it, close to a 5 count. And then a jump ball, and then once again in the middle of it, Cora Martindale. It seems like she's been in the middle of all of them, Jeremy.
Yeah, every team needs somebody that you just miraculously find in the middle of every single jump ball situation. Seems that she is that person for Sandhills Thedford.
And that's the description on that is scrapper. Martindale works it down to Rasmussen. Intended there for Dimmitt, and it's tipped away out of bounds. White will check back into the lineup now. Baseline left side, it'll be Dimmitt to throw it in. Gets it into Martindale. Up top, Rasmussen, open. And that's good from 15 for Callan Cox.
She had that 3 earlier in the second quarter. She's got 5 in the game.
54-10 now the score. Kramer bounce over to the right side. Knocked away momentarily. It's still loose. And finally into the hands of Nevaeh White. White holds it up there. Now she'll shoot it, and it's blocked by Dimmitt. 2-on-1. Dimmitt down the right side, takes it in, lays it up, no good, but she will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're going to get Bradley Kramer on the foul here. A little bit of contact there on the arm, so Haley Dimmitt will go to the free throw line, looking to add to her 2 points that she scored in the first half.
Dimmitt's free throw off the iron, no good. Bruns getting ready to check back into the lineup now. And White will sit down. Dimmitt will have a second free throw. And that is good. Makes it 55-10. 2:10 remaining. And another steal. Martindale reads it in. Takes it in, blocked though by Kramer, but they're going to call a foul. And Cora Martindale will shoot free throws. Well, Sandhills Thedford will advance to the semifinals on Thursday. They'll play Anselmo-Merna. That should be an interesting semifinal matchup. They've played once this year, and Sandhills Thedford won that game. The other one will feature Arthur County against either Brady or South Loup, and right now that game's at 20-14 with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter in favor of Brady. Second free throw is good, makes it 56-10. And we do want to remind folks that a steal by Martindale. She'll come the other way, lay it up and in. It's not just done for the teams that lost here tonight and over at Brady. They'll play in a consolation match against somebody from the opposite bracket on Friday at a site to be determined. Kramer, long 18-footer, no good. Rebound fought for into the corner. He'll stay with Sandhills Valley. Exactly 1 minute remaining. White's going to come back into the lineup. Inbounds from Amos to Bruns, into the paint, getting it up and in, Cameron Kramer. 58-12. Dimmitt up top for Licking. Cox, three, got it! With 25 seconds remaining. Bruns will bring it into the forecourt. Working to the right side. Martindale working on her in the man-to-man. Knocked it out of bounds. Clock still running with 11 seconds remaining. Sandhills Valley, we'll see if they can get one play together. Going to have to hurry down to 4 seconds. Inbound, slapped away and out of bounds, and that's their ball game. Final score in this one tonight, Sandhills Thedford moving on to the semifinals with a 61-12 win over Sandhills Valley. We'll take a timeout. Jeremy is figuring up the final stats. We'll pass those along to you right after this on 95.3.
Is brought to you in part by Anthem Coffee and Thedford. We all have our passions. For them, it's coffee. You'll taste it with every sip. Thomas Rhett said it best. Everybody has a small town anthem. Everybody's got a story to tell. At Anthem Coffee and Thedford, share your stories and memories with friends and family over a cup of coffee, a smoothie, protein drink, tea, or one of their delicious breakfast or lunch sandwiches, scones, oatmeal, panini, soups, and more. Open Monday to Friday, 7 to 4, and Saturdays, 8 until 2. Anthem Coffee in Thedford.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, or Anselmo-Merna debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Final score in this one, 61-12, as Sandhills Thedford advances on to the semifinals of the MNAC tournament. They get the win over Sandhills Valley, and with the numbers, here's Jeremy Scheib.
All right, we'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard. That would be Sandhills Valley. They were led in scoring by Kelsey Amos, had 6 points, 5 of those coming in the first half. 4 points for Cameron Kramer, 2 points for Rachel Kemp Powers in this one. 2 of 6 from the free throw line were the Mavericks. 17 rebounds, pretty good night rebounding the ball. 26 rebounds for Sandhills Thedford. Pretty tight battle there when it came to rebounding the ball. Lots of different players in the scorebook for Sandhills Thedford. They were led by Dale Hakey with 16. Joining her in double figures was Jalen Dimmitt. 6 points for Lainey Dahlberg. 8 for Callan Cox. 4 points apiece for Carly Hakey, Arena Fetty as well. 3 points put in by Haley Dimmitt, and then 2 points apiece for Anna Clark, as well as Whitley Rasmussen. Free throw line, 50% for Sandhills Thedford on the evening, 5 of 10. Really clean basketball for the Knights, just turning it over under 10 times in this one, out-rebounding Sandhills Valley 26-17. Again, your leading scorers, Sandhills Valley led by Kelsey Amos with 6. For Sandhills Thedford, it was Dale Hakey with 16 and Jalen Dimmitt with 10.
Final score 61-12. So most of our tournament is set up for Thursday's semifinals. In the boys' semifinals, we will see Twin Loup taking on Sandhills Thedford. And we will also see South Loup facing Sandhills Valley. In the boys, that'll be on Thursday afternoon. In the girls' semifinals, one of the matches is set up. We know that Sandhills Thedford and Anselmo-Merna will be playing on Thursday evening. And the other match, we're waiting on the final score. Arthur County won earlier, and they advanced. And at last check, with 3 minutes to go in the third, Brady was on top of South Loup 20-14. So waiting the outcome of that one. And we'll have, of course, all 4 of those matches for you on 95.3 and streaming live on the services of Sandhills Express. Jeremy?
All right, thank you very much, Larry. Yeah, we've completed both of our games here this evening. Again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. The same way that you took in these games here today are going to be the same way that you can take in all 4 games on Thursday and all 4 games on Saturday. Of course, look for post-game coverage on sandhillsexpress.com each day as well. Before we close out the broadcast, I want to thank our sponsors, including A to Z Lawn Pro, Trotter Service, Melham Medical Center, Sargent Irrigation, Geared for Sports, Team Physical Therapy, Mead Lumber, Agland ATV, The Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Shelter Insurance, Aero Seed, Rod's Body and Paint, Nebraska State Bank, Anthem Coffee, Bass Enterprises, Midwest Partitions, Ewald's Grocery, Thedford Lumber, With Love Co. Photography, Consolidated, Sandhill Oil, Kimbers, Gaffney Farms, Clang Financial, Backbone of Healthcare, Fort County Heating and Air, and Thrivent Financial. Thank you as well to the video sponsors you saw scrolling on your screen throughout this evening. You'll continue to see those scroll on the screen as we close out the broadcast. For videographer Kristen Shirley, for Larry Kottner, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you all a great rest of your evening. Thank you for choosing Central Nebraska's sports source, KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video, for your coverage of the MNAC Girls Basketball Tournament.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden home. A diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice-looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key, 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist